Boom. 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 I get so self-conscious when Mike isn't here. Like, if he's not here, I get very nervous. Hello, everybody. Okay. Cello, everybody. Let me grab one. Bring Roger. I would bring Roger down. The issue with bringing Roger down is Roger weighs like 60 pounds. He's really, really heavy. Like, really heavy. So, I'm not going to. We found him in an alleyway. He's made out of cement. Like, he's made out of solid cement. Which is great. But yeah, he's a little too heavy. Hello, everybody. Hello. Mike, we originally planned to stream tonight. That's what it said, like in our What's It Gonna Be. But then Mike remembered that he has a show tonight. Mike is doing his acting thing, as he is one to do. He's very good at it. And so he's there. But, yeah, I didn't feel like going to watch him because I don't like him very much. No, it's a show that he's done, gosh, it's like her 5th or 6th time doing it. It's a kind of sketch comedy improv show, kind of a mix of a whole bunch of different stuff. And, so I've seen it like 3 times. And so I usually go to like every other one, just to support. But I'm super broke right now, so I can't really afford a ticket. And I don't know, he might be able to comp me one, but I don't know. I also have like no gas and also broke, so can't afford gas, and so I don't feel like driving all the way to Hollywood. Also, Hollywood's great if you're a tourist and you're visiting, but if you live here, Hollywood is the worst place ever. And so, the first thing you do when you move to LA is avoid Hollywood at all costs. And so, a groundling thing? No, he's not in Groundlings. He's in Second City. Although I kind of wish. I mean, not that I wish he wasn't in Second City, because there's 3 main improv, I guess, companies or groups or studios or, whatever. There's Second City, in LA, rather. There's Second City, there's Groundlings, and then there's UCB, which stands for the Upright Citizens Brigade. The 2 biggest ones are Groundlings and UCB, and a lot of people came out of those. Like, Will Ferrell came out of Groundlings. A ton of people from SNL. SNL tends to recruit really heavily from Upright Citizens Brigade, like Amy Poehler and a whole bunch of like those people. A lot of them are from UCB. He's not at any of those, honestly, because they're great, but and ultimately they probably are better than Second City, but they're way more expensive than Second City because they're so popular, and the price to quality ratio isn't that much. Like, it's not like if you go there, it's like the quality of the teaching is so much higher that it warrants the cost. In my opinion, it's like so much of improv comes down to the person that, like, Second City is great, and a ton of people have come out of Second City, but Second City is really the one that's really, really well known is the one out of Chicago and the one out of Toronto. Those are the ones that, like, gosh, especially the Toronto one, like Martin Short, Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hare, a lot of people have gone through Second City. So those are the big 3, and he goes to Second City. But Groundlings is really, really, they're all known for different things. Groundlings, the thing they're known for is like characters. Like people from if you want to like UCB is more like straightforward improv, whereas like Groundlings is more like you're like taught how to make like really weird, fun, crazy characters. Like that's what they're all. Which is why like Will Ferrell. If you look at Will Ferrell, he came out of Groundlings. It makes sense because he's always has all these, like Ron Burgundy and like Ricky Bobby and all these people. He has all these really crazy, like out there characters. A lot of that's because he came out of Groundlings. Gray Fox asks. It's not a stupid question. There's no stupid questions. Do I paint my own minis for my games? Yes, some of them. I'm trying to think if I can. Let me grab one. Hold on. Oh, it's gonna take so long. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna go for it. I'll pull out a little black flag. I'll show you like one or two. Yes, I do. The reason I don't do it more often is because it takes a long time. It takes a long time. My primary art form is this, not this. But I do enjoy it, and I kind of go through waves. I'll go through a big wave where I'll get super, super into it and like paint a whole bunch of minis and paint, and then I stop. And that's, I feel like a lot of people are that way. It's fair. I've only done the heroes for Zombicide Black Plague for the first two Zombicides, so original Zombicide and then Prison Outbreak and then Toxic City Mall. I painted everything for those. But I wasn't as good at painting. That was the first thing I ever painted. So, like, I don't know if you can see him, but you got, like, Samson. Also, like, I made Samson black because, like, I'd never seen a black dwarf before. And I'm like, oops, there we go. And I was like, damn it, I want to see a black dwarf. Or is this better? Which one's better? Is this a better one? I don't know. But yeah, so there's Samson. This is Ellie? What's her name in this? I'm not gonna look. I can't remember. But the barmaid lady thing. I really liked painting Black Plague. Black Plague is super fun. And then Clovis. Oh! Clovis, this one I'm very proud of. This one I feel like I did. I can't really see him. Yeah, it's not gonna refocus, is it? No, it's not. Okay. It's not gonna refocus. You can't see him very well, but yes, so I do paint sometimes. I decided to paint all of War of the Ring, which kind of put me off painting for a while because there's like 212 miniatures in that game or something bananas like that. And so it's been a while. I also started doing 40K a little bit, and like that was a dumb idea. And so I will have to paint those eventually. But I do enjoy painting a little bit. I'm not a big hobby painter, but I do enjoy it. All right. Chris Jericho's been the Groundlings? Really? Like the wrestler? That makes sense, actually. Yeah. That's like living in Vegas. You don't go near the strip if you can help it. Talking about Hollywood and LA. 100%. Like, I go to Vegas fairly often. Even, like, being on the strip for, like, a couple days, I'm like, oh, if I lived here, I would never go anywhere near the strip. So, I hear that. And thank you, Gray Fox, for the compliment about my painting skills. Hold your hand behind the mini to force the camera to focus on the mini. Thank you. It's too late. I already put it away. Sorry. But Memberedman, thank you for that thing. Yeah, I always see people do that. I think I need to do that more. Sorry. Also, I don't know. Oh, you have the wrestler. Birdman, I don't know if you've shown up in the chat before, but if you haven't, welcome to the chat. If you have, sorry, I forgot, and it's good to see you again. But wrestler Chris Jericho, that 100% checks out. He is just a big old goofball character kind of guy, which makes a lot of sense. All right. So I'm going to start drawing. Feel free to talk or ask questions or anything like that. I'm going to try and like focus on drawing. Not that I'm like going to ignore people and just like watch me draw silently. I'll still be talking, so ask questions. Talk, to me and stuff like that. Just when I was doing this last time, when I was filling out this bad boy. It's got pretty. It's so pretty. When I was filling out this on Twitch last time, what should have taken me like an hour took like 2.5 hours because I kept stopping to talk for like 20 minutes at a time. So I'm going to try and do both, which is why my city here, my phone, city? How did the word city come from? I don't even know. I have my city here, apparently. Now it's a city. I have this here. The reason for that is so that way if I'm drawing down like this, I can see the chat like this. Because I also have the chat up here, but then if I'm having to look up like this constantly, then I'm going to be doing this and not drawing. And so that's why you can see my phone and see the chat. I also have this here to make sure that my chat's not dying on me. Yeah, so let's start. Yeah, Sakura said Red Rock Canyon. Mike has gone to Red Rock Canyon before, and it looks and sounds great. I've actually never been, though, and so I really, really, really want to go. I've been a fan from breakfast. though I've not joined the chat before. Well, welcome. If you haven't followed, give us a follow so you know when we're streaming. If you have followed, thanks for the follow. You guys have any board game cons in Cali? No, and that sucks. I wish we did have board game cons in Cali. We don't. We have a local con that's actually starting next weekend. It's called Strategic Con. There's 3 of them throughout the year over three-day weekends. It's President's Day weekend this weekend, Memorial Day, and Labor Day. It's 3-day weekend cons, and they're small, kind of like MeepleCon or MeepleCon size. Yeah, they're great, but that's it. But they're like small, and it's the biggest one we have. I mean, the closest like decent sized one to us is probably Origins. Is Origins in Texas? No, Origins is not in Texas. I always think it's in Texas. It's in like Ohio or something like that, right? I don't know. Maybe BGG Con, because BGG Con is in Texas. I know that. But that's the closest one to us. There are no big cons west of Texas. And it's super annoying. So I hope so. One day, honestly, one of my goals in gaming is to start a decently big-sized West Coast convention. Called, like, West Coast Gaming Convention. WCGC. WCGC. Boom. That's good. West Coast Gaming Convention. Someday, I would like to start it. Yeah, Ohio. I always think Origins is in Texas. I don't know why. But no, there's none. It sucks. It sucks. We have to go and it sucks because we're from California. Like, you have to go so far away to get to any decent-sized con. Like, we wanted to go on, like, the cruise or go to Dice Tower Con. And everyone's like, yeah, come out. But it's like, for us, we also have to factor in, like, at least a $500 flight. Because we have to fly all the way there and fly all the way back, not including our hotel, con tickets, food money, cocaine money. I'm just kidding. But it's like, it's a lot. All right, Murph Con. That'd be dope. Don't even tempt me. My head's already big enough. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing. So I've been working on her a little bit. I put out a picture of her on Saturday or something like that on Twitter. And at that point, she had no hair yet. She was just this lady right here. Just this lady right here. So, CalCon. CalCon's good. I kind of want to make sure I could be CalCon. But I also kind of want to include Oregon and Washington as well. But CalCon works. I don't know. I just kind of like, I'm a big West Coast fan. So, like, I'm kind of like, let's make it all West Coast. But ultimately, I'm a big California fan. I don't care about Oregon or Washington. That's why I need to move Wisconsin closer, all of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to move to Wisconsin. It's too cold. I like LA. I've been in a t-shirt. I have never not once worn a t-shirt like this entire winter. It's been great. But also it's like rain like once. Yeah, good thing global warming's not real. PAX Unplugged West. Is that a thing? I thought PAX Unplugged was just, there's a PAX. I think PAX is in Seattle or something like that. I don't know. But if there's a PAX Unplugged West, or if there is going to be one, that's great. There's one in the Seattle area, Emerald City or something like that. Yeah, there's a decent sized one in Seattle. But again, Seattle's really far away from us. Like, from Sacramento, where we grew up, which is up in like the top part of California, Seattle's like a 13-hour drive from Sacramento. And LA is a 6-7 hour drive from Sacramento. So from LA to Seattle, if we're driving or flying, like, it's still a long ways. It's not like Miami long, but it's not really close either. But yeah, Beyonce Con. I know where Beyonce lives. She lives in Malibu. I know where her house is. You can't see her house. She has big, very large walls. But yeah, she lives in Malibu. I do know where she lives. Okay, so I'm gonna start, like I said. See, again, this is the problem. This is why I'll never, ever finish this drawing. If I do it like this. So, I'm drawing. So, I finished, for the most part, I finished her face. And this is all the face skin that's going to be showing. The rest is going to be covered in hair. So, and then I finished, for the most part, finished her hair on this side, with the exception of this bit here. I haven't finished this part yet. But I'll probably do that last for some reason. I don't really know why. And so I gotta do this side, which is gonna come. How do I want to do it? how is everyone doing? So I need to check them. I do hope everyone's night is going. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think it needs to go more straight down. There, that's better. All right, so we're gonna go. There, that's good. All right, so we're gonna go with that. So yeah, so her hair is gonna come down this way, and boom, and then it's gonna come and go. I think under the, yeah, it's good. It's got to go under this hair now because I already did this hair. So it's gonna go under here, but it's gonna kind of splay out that way and be all like cascading and pretty. So, boom, boom. That's right. And then this part here is just gonna be real dark and black. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the background yet. I don't know. I might just make it black. We'll see. I may not even get to this part yet. We'll see how long her hair takes. And I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. Maybe for a couple hours. Maybe for like 45 minutes. I don't really know. We'll see. Also, this is what I'm going to be doing. So do not feel. Whoa! Donation! The lady in your drawing. Oh, whoa! 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 Hold on! What was that? I'm confused. Thank you. I couldn't see who that was. Did it say who it was? It said the lady in my drawing. Oh, that's metal. Thank you. I don't know if I don't know who that was. Unless it was the lady in my drawing. I don't think it was her. But thank you. That was insane. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna start. Okay. I gotta thank you. Okay. God, I got all flustered. Shit. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay, it was a mystery person. Okay, thank you, mystery person, whoever that was. My gosh. Holy ass. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. That threw me all off. Shit. All right, I'm going to start. Thank you, whoever that was. She appreciates it too. Look how kind of scared and confused she is. She's just like, what? Why? That's awesome. Thank you so much, whoever that was. That was very, very kind. Holy crap. Okay. I felt the same way when I got rated. I still don't entirely know what being rated means. So explain that to me, First Player Token, because I know what hosting means, but I don't get what rated means. And so, can someone explain what that means? But I'm sure I'd be very confused and kind of flustered like I am now. Like I'm trying not to get emotional right now because I'm a crier. Anybody else a crier out there? I cry way too much. And Mike misses all the good stuff. He's going to be very happy and very pissed off. Not pissed off. He's not going to be pissed off at all. He's like, I wish you guys could see Mike on stage. He's so goddamn good. Okay. So, I have a bunch of markers. Actually, my camera is on top of my markers. It's kind of a good. You sent all your viewers to someone else. Okay, cool. Isn't that what hosting is, though? I don't know. So all my markers are here, and so generally with hair, with markers you can again. So all these markers are used. You can go and like you can see there's all these gradients and stuff. You know, like this light. I'm using all these purples here because she has purple hair because I'm working on hair. So I'm mostly using like grayish purples, not so much like the pink purples up here. But so there's a bunch of different light ones. So for the hair, and usually I start light and then go darker. Generally. Sometimes I go the opposite way, but most times I start light, go darker. And so I am going to start with this one, which is BV00, which is called Mauve Shadow. Hosting shows takes a person's stream on your channel with your chat. Rating actually sends them over to your chat. Oh, I see. Okay. I get the difference now. Okay, cool. Who's the inspiration for the face? It looks like Gal Gadot, but more her face in Fast and Furious than her Wonder Woman face. Gal Gadot's right there. She's on my let's see if I can turn. Let me see if I can turn you. Look, Gal Gadot. Look, she right there. She right there. But yes, this is not Gal Gadot. This is a mostly one of my friends named China. It's not exactly her. It's based off a picture of her. Like her hair is like way different in the picture and stuff, and so and her look is a little bit different, but it's based off of her. I mostly wanted a new project because I just got all these markers. I wanted to test them out on something. I saw a picture of her that I really, really liked that she just posted on like Instagram, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of an interesting look. You know, and she kind of had this, her hair over half her face, and she kind of had this like surprised, kind of vulnerable look on her in her face. She like models and stuff, so I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. And so that's who it's loosely based off of. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to try to not do this right here. I'm going to try to not have this happen. You don't need to see my hair in part of my forehead. So I'm going to try and not do that. But so each of these markers has like a brush tip size, which is like kind of works like a brush, so you can get like really, really fine lines up to pretty. But they also have a chisel tip side. Chisel tips are mostly used for I like to use them for covering a large area. For this one, again, like, so I'm going to use a lot. I'm going to cover the whole area in really, really light. And then I'm going to start going darker and darker and darker. And I'm going to start picking out areas where I want shadow to happen and different areas. So you see, like, some hair is on top of the other hair. Like, this hair back here is, like, behind. And, you know, this is coming out of the shadowed area. So it's really dark and stuff. And, you know, the light would be hitting about right here. Sorry, right here. So that's why the light is hitting these spots. So, but the first thing I have to do is basically cover the entire area. Oh! How was it, Sakura? Yeah, I agree with what Razor said. How was it? That's awesome. I forgot you were doing that. So I'm going to try not to cover too much of my... So we're just going to cover this whole area. With hair, not that any of you guys are drawing or artists. I don't know if any of you are. If you are, let me know. But with hair, the thing that is muy importante is you have to fall. Hair has a very specific direction it goes. And to make hair look like hair, you have to follow the direction. So if her hair comes like this, you have to draw in that direction. You have to draw lines like that. If you don't, it doesn't look right. And so that's what people struggle with hair the most, is getting it to look right, is just follow the direction that the hair is going to go. Like if you want the hair to go down, then have it go this way. But if I trying to color in hair like this, sideways like that, is going to make it look weird. So that's basically how I do it, is I'm going to sit here and just kind of... okay, so her hair is going to come across here like this. Oh, fuck it. I mean, screw it. Sorry. Let me go boom. Let me go boom. Hubby really loved it, and I got frustrated because I spent all day learning it, watching videos, and still had a really hard time understanding some of it. Don't you hate that, man? God, I hate that. Because I have the exact same thing. I'm like, I spent so much time learning this. You open it up, you're like, I don't know how to play this game. By the way, forgot to ask, per usual, but is the sound pretty good? Is the picture pretty good? It's actually kind of nice because I can look at it here, but I can also look it up on my screen because I have my OBS open to see if I start cutting out and stuff like that. So it's actually nice because a lot of times you'll see me do this because I'm trying to get like a far away view of it, and I get a sweet chin. Look at here, get like that, you know. And so it's actually kind of nice because I can kind of look up and get kind of more of a bird's eye view of it, which is sweet because the bird's eye right here. Okay, so I'm gonna have this going front, but there's gonna be, it's gonna splay out like this, but this here is gonna be darker. So let me throw in a little, so like that. Yeah, that's fine. And then the rest of this is going to kind of come down. Spent 3 hours. How is Sword and Sorcery? I like Ares games in general. That was a game I almost backed. Was like this close to backing and just ended up not doing it. And I support that decision of mine. Because I don't think it'd ever get played. But it is a game that I know Sam on the Dice Tower really, really likes it. And I am very curious. What am I doing with this hair right here? What am I doing with this hair? All right, we'll do that. It's a Paisano! What's up, Christo? And thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Tried the D&D Dragonfire deck builder yesterday. Even after getting the player aids off BGG, we probably played some stuff wrong, and some of it was tough to grasp. I like the box of that game. I don't know anything about that game other than the box with that big-ass dragon on it, and I'm always like, it's a tight dragon. Yeah, but man, there's a few of those games that just like that. You're like, read the rulebook, and when you read the rulebook, you're like, all right, I got this. All right, this is making sense. I get this part. Oh, this part correlate. Oh, okay, I get that. And then you start to play the game, and you're like, none of that makes any more sense. Anybody have that? You know what I mean? I don't know. Every time you do that, I'm glad you like that, because if you hated it, that would really suck. Because we do it so obnoxiously. And then Gray Fox asks, have you ever thought about doing art for a bird game? Good night, Slivers. No worries, brother. Get out of here. Thank you for stopping by as always, man. Love you, dude. Have a good one. Sleep well. And tomorrow's Friday, baby. Sorry, Gray Fox. So Gray Fox asked if I've ever thought about doing art for a board game. A lot of people ask that question, actually, and the short answer is yes. I don't know. It's one of those things, like, it's just kind of confusing, because the first thing I do is think about, like, all the board games out there, and being like, my art doesn't really fit into these board games. But it wouldn't, because those are all board games that have a very specific kind of art already. So, like, my thought was like, oh, my style wouldn't work for a board game, because I can't think of a board game that it would work for. But I'm like, oh yeah, because, like, that game probably doesn't exist, or whatever. So, yes, I would like to. I got a hunch that as the Brothers Murph grows, someone eventually will ask me to do one. And not because, like, I'm so great, but just because, like, I just feel like it would happen. But I don't know. It would be immensely scary. Because I like my art. All right, sorry. I thought we cut out for a second. Netters, what's up, Netters? I like my art quite a bit, but it's one thing for me to, like, do art on my own and, like, post on Instagram or Twitter or something like that, than for me to, like, make all the art for a board game and then, like, put it out in the world, and particularly a world that I'm a big part of. Like, I'm a big part of the board gaming world because Mike and I, are the Brothers Murph, and we do stuff in board game media and stuff like that. That would be immensely nerve-wracking. That would be terrifying. But would I do it? Yes, ultimately, depending on if I thought the project was right for me as well. So I don't know if I've gotten behind. Sakura says it's nearly impossible to learn from a rulebook. It's interesting. I actually learned by far the best from rulebooks. I have a hard time picking up games if I'm watching like a watch it played. Like, even though Rodney Smith does immensely good videos, I have a very hard time picking up games from playthrough videos. What I really like to that is to confirm whether or not I think I'm right. If in terms of, like, am I playing this rule right? And then I'll look up a gameplay video. That's usually what I use them for. But I I like to read a rule book. That's what I like to do. It's like walking into Cheers. It really is. It really is. I think there are people. I was like, I don't know if these questions are from me or not. They're not. All right, so that is gonna be the first layer of her. So this is kind of what it's gonna look like. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Oh yeah, so this is more or less what it's gonna look like. Yeah. Yeah, I already know what that. Netter said, I think Mike and Nick need to come out to BlitzCon since they're sponsored and rich now. So not true. Trust me, I really want to go to BlitzCon. We don't have the money right now, but it's also the same week as Strategicon, which sucks. But like, I'd much rather go to BlitzCon. But yeah, it's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. And we're very not rich, very very not rich. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna do the second color, which I'm gonna use a BV02. It's a BV02, which is prune. It's prune. Keep thinking the camera's over there, which is why I keep looking that way. Have I ever done an escape room? You know, everyone wants to do it. I did do escape room. I've done one escape room. I did on a first date, which is a bad idea. It worked out fine. Like, it wasn't like it was a bad idea because it went terribly. It actually went fine. You know, me and the girl, it didn't work out, obviously, but it's like, that's a bad idea for a first date. Because if it's, like, not going well, and you're, like, stuck in an escape room, or you guys turned out to, like, not vibe, or, like, what if they smell, or something, you know, whatever kind of thing. Like, it was a bad idea. It went fine, especially because we did one that was, like, because usually there's people limits. It's like, oh, this escape room is, like, 6 to 12 people can do this escape room, and this one's, like, 4 to 6 or whatever. There's different sizes. We decided to do one that was for 2 to 4 people, and that's it. Like, that's the max is 4, which means it's a really small room. So we did it, and there's this other couple who did it with us, because they pair you up with people if you don't have enough people. And it literally was like maybe the size of like a closet, like tiny, a little square, like 4 foot by 4 foot square, and we're just like packed in there, and like it was super fun. But I'm like, oh my, it was the worst idea for a first date, because like, especially in that one, like, what if it had gone horribly, and like I'm stuck in like a 4 by 4 room with her and like 2 other people I don't know, trying to solve like riddles. Bad idea. But escape rooms are fun. I wish I could do it more, but they tend to be expensive. Sorry, I'm gonna keep drawing. So now I'm going a shade darker. So this, as you can see, is darker like that. I'm gonna go darker, darker, darker. I'm also gonna throw in some like more purpley ones. These are all pretty gray purple, like really kind of grayish. And I'm gonna throw in some more purpley ones and a little bit of pink. You see, she's got, you can't really see on the camera. It's not really showing very well, but there's a decent amount of pink in her hair. But yeah. What's up, lunch? What up, lunch? All right. Okay. Where's? So also got to figure out where the hell the light's gonna hit. It looks okay. So first of all, it's gonna be dark. It's always dark right where it goes into her freaking noggin. Boom. Right into the nog. Oh, right into the nog. What up, Lunchy? What you have for lunch today, Lunch? Coleslaw. God, coleslaw is so gross. If you like coleslaw, get out. Okay, so light's gonna hit right. The light's gonna hit right there. So I'm also trying to angle my hands in a way where you can actually see what I'm doing, so it's not just like covered up and like reveal. Down. Boom. I hope everyone's having a lovely evening. What's everyone doing this weekend? It's Thursday night, which means tomorrow is Friday. Friday. I'm a swivel. Because usually what I would do when I need this a different angle, I would just move the paper, but this is actually taped there, so I know it doesn't move on me, because it'd be constantly moving and driving everyone crazy, myself very much included. So I tape it to there when I'm recording like this, which means I have to do like these things to get the angle that I want instead of just turning the page. It's a huge pain, but I do it for you because I love you all so much. All right, yeah, that looks good. So now we're getting some depth. See how it goes? It goes. Looks like it goes woo like that. See? Ha! Faking everyone out. Now this one again, like it's nice with the first few colors because they're so light. I can be really liberal with them. I don't need to like be like, oh my gosh, what if I make this too dark? Like this is marginally darker than the first one. So like, Gringo Graham, what I know? Oh, that's right, the Arizona Game Fair. That's right, you were telling us about that. Gringo, I saw you follow us on Twitters. I still haven't emailed you the pictures of the hand because I keep forgetting. Honestly, I'm sorry. Because I'm a total ass. But I posted it on Twitter if you haven't seen the pictures of the big hand sculpture. So if you want it, they're there. And Netters asked, did I go to school for art? I did not. I am 99% self-taught. I randomly got thrown into a couple art. So I went to an art high school. And I went there for acting. Ended up dancing instead. I did ballet and modern for a number of years, mostly, and then okay, that's good. All right, we're getting some depth. We're getting some depth in the her. We're getting some depth in a her. Some depth in a her. Depth in a her. But when I was there, I got randomly. I came midway through the year, and so I got randomly. There's a lot of classes I kind of couldn't start because they were already halfway through the year, and this means like I was basically going to go in like not knowing half the material that everyone else had already learned. So I sorry, I keep checking the thing. So I got thrown into a couple art classes, and then I found I sucked at it. And then I found out that the only kind of art I didn't suck at was pen and ink art. It was the only thing I didn't suck at. I just was just garbage. A garbage painter. Garbage just everything. And so but I found out that I was like, oh, I'm actually somewhat okay at this. Not even good. Just like, it was the thing I sucked by far the least at. So then I started doing pen and ink art a lot. And I don't know why I kept doing it. I never really liked art, honestly, until like 2 years ago. I did it and had gotten very good at it, but I didn't enjoy it very much. I mostly did it out of like a kind of a self-imposed obligation to do it, kind of where I was just like, oh, you're good at this. If you're good at this, that means you are required to do it. Anyone else know that kind of mindset where you're like, oh, you have somewhat of a talent in this? Because as I did more and more pen and ink stuff, I started getting pretty good at it, particularly good at like at realism and such. Sorry, I'm just checking my art. And so I kind of kept doing it because I just felt like I had to. And I kind of kept taking some more art classes. The art classes, again, taught me stuff that I haven't used since because I sucked at it all. I learned how to paint and stuff, but I didn't do it because I was bad at it. And so I just kind of kept doing pen and ink. So I was completely self-taught in that way. All the realism stuff I do is self-taught. And then I just kind of kept doing it. In about 2 years, in March it'll be 2 years ago. I actually know the exact date, or I can look up the exact date of when art changed for me. I just saw a Twitter notification. I guess Mike is tweeting. What a bad actor. What a shitty human. And I kind of found what I consider like my artistic voice, I suppose, about 2 years ago. And what I consider my artistic voice is I enjoy mixing black and white and color. It's always been one of my favorite looks just in general. I like photography that's black and white, like a picture of like someone with their black and white, but their eyes are like bright blue. I've always really enjoyed that kind of look. And so I kind of started doing that. I started working with like colored pens instead of just black and white pen and ink. And then that kind of moved into like working with some markers. And now it's turned into this. And I still do mostly ballpoint pen stuff with markers. But, so that's a very, very long answer to a simple, no, I didn't go to art school question. Don't ask me questions if you don't want a ridiculously long answer that mostly doesn't answer what you asked. All right. So we are pretty much done with this layer. I'm going to darken this part over here because this part is going to be like this part of her hair is coming like, ah. And that part's like, ah. But the ah part is darker because of physics. Not really. All right. How we looking? Does it look like crap? I know. I drew it. Gosh. Again, so with hair particularly, you gotta follow them angles. And look, now it looks like her hair is going like, woo, woo. Don't make that sound again, Nick. All right, hold on, let me catch up on a little chatting. Jeez, so I was looking down for a bit. I got into it. Oh, you streaming tomorrow, first player? Woo! What time? No. So I went way back. So Curry, you probably didn't make the best coleslaw because there's no such thing as best coleslaw because all coleslaw is one of the worst things that ever happened in the world. Sorry to break it to you. Sorry. I really hate coleslaw. It's like every kind of food that I hate just mashed together like this. Yeah, Crystal, ballet is cool. I love ballet. I haven't danced in, oh my gosh, like 10, no, it can't be that long. Like 6 or 7 years or so. It's been a long time since I've danced. I really would love to get back into it. But yeah, I again, when my art school didn't have PE, and in California you have to take 2 years of PE to graduate high school. So most people just take like BS PE classes. But Don't sass me, Mike. I see you in the chat, you bastard. But so at my school, to get PE credits, you had to take a dance class. And so I got thrown into dance classes, and that's how I started dancing. I fell in love with it. Oh, Sakura's going to show the group Dungeon Pets. I love Dungeon Pets. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love it. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm sorry. Oh, Netters, you draw? That's awesome. Everybody says finish the game of Ethno. Talk about getting these better art. I want to try it because I keep hearing the game's great, but man, that game is ugly. Oof. Low key, this kid town. Shut up, Mike. You're the one on stage like a freaking champion. God, Mike is so good on stage. God, I wish you could see. That's good. I can do this, Mike. We can't. I should just be like low key streaming Mike's performance from the back of the theater. Mike is so good. I'm not kidding. He's always. It's nice because he can't be here to like punch me when I'm complimenting because he hates getting complimented just as much as I do. Mike is like without a doubt the best part of every single show he's ever in. ever. I'm not kidding about that at all. What do you go on stage, Mike? 8? It's so weird talking to you like this. I don't like this. This is weird. Are there any videos of Mike acting? I don't think so. ATT, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up? It's good to see you. Going 2 to 5. Damn it, I'll be at work. I'll try and pop in for a second at work. I probably won't be able to, but I'm gonna try. I'd like to see me and Mike do a playthrough of Dungeon Pets. I know nothing about the game. We have actually done a live stream of Dungeon Pets, and we'll do another one. I've been wanting to play it again anyway. I love that game. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's such a huge part of my heart. Okay, let's get back to drawing. Okay, what color? So now we're gonna go one color darker. One color darker. So I'm gonna go to V25, which is Pale Black Bearer. Pale Black Bearer. Can you do it? Is this working now? Does this work? Oh, it worked! Look at that! Pale Black Bearer. I got like green crap. I got paint all over my fingers. Look at that. Ugh. Garbage. Garbage human. Alright, so now Pale Black. So this is one darker, and we're just going to fill in the darker areas. We're going to start bringing in some shadows and putting more layers. Like you see here on this spot, you see all like there's just strands of hair and like clumps of hair that are on top of each other, and you get the good thing about hair is like, I was gonna say you can kind of wing it. You can't really just like wing it. You have to. You can wing it, but you have to know how hair works. That's, I guess, the way it goes. Okay, Mike's about to go on stage. Dope. Kill it, Mike. Rupture your spleen. People always say break a leg. Rupture your spleen. It's like, it's amazing. Awesome. Oh, Mike's the best. I'm quite fond of that one. All right. So this one, it's about that dark. See this spot right here? Aish. So it's not that much darker. But I like to do a layer that's a little bit darker. Because then the next one I'm going to use is going to be like real purple. Like real purple. So again, so the spot that's going right into her head, right into her nog, it's going to be dark. So you see right here, it gets real dark because we go zip, like that, it goes zip. This part's always really dark. Especially if you have long hair. But so this part, as I'm going darker like this is the part where it really, really matters that I follow the angle of her. Because if I don't follow the angle of her, it's going to get real messed up. For the very first layer of the really light one, you can basically do it in any direction you want because it's mostly like 99% of it is going to get covered up. But this part, am I still here? Okay. Grinogram got here late. What's the drawing for? I don't know. Mike's not here. That's pretty much it. It's Nick's Mona Lisa. No, I'm just drawing. I wanted to do this drawing. I want to test out these new fancy markers that I got, and so I drew this. I didn't draw all this right now. That would be really amazing. If I could draw that fast. God, I wish. It's the only issue with markers and pen and ink, the two main forms of art I do, they're not the quickest kinds of art. And one of the worst things about them, but ultimately this is why I like them, the reason why I choose these mediums is because they're really unforgiving. I don't talk crap about other kinds of art because like every art's different and has its own challenges. But one thing that I don't like about painting and particularly digital art is like it's pretty forgiving in a way where it's like if you draw her nose and her nose is wrong, you can just paint over it. I can't do that with this. Like if I do that, That's there forever now. I can't erase. You can kind of mitigate things a little bit, but you can't do anything about it. Like, you just gotta make it work. Or you gotta throw it out. There's been drawings where I've gotten, oh god, so far. I just had to throw the whole thing out. There's times where I've gotten to the very, very end and screwed something up enough where I could not make it work, and I had to throw the whole thing out, and it sucked. Should figure out a name of the creature in this lovely drawing. You should do that. I like that idea. Sakura started coloring for therapy, and then found classes that helped learn to color better. Cool. I suck at color. Really bad. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at being like, ooh. I'm not good at color theory. So being like, ooh, I need this kind of green, or like, ooh, what color would go with this color? Oh, these are going to complement each other. I'm not good at that. For some reason, I just don't have the mind for that, which is why I always did pen and ink, because pen and ink's black and white, and I'm like, I don't need to do color. I can just do values, light and dark. I'm good at shading, but I'm not good at color. So the reason why I started doing ballpoint pen drawings, colored ones, is I don't follow a color scheme. I do really bright, garish, crazy colors all over the place. And that way, all I have to do is focus on the value, focus on light and dark, not like trying to make the color what I want it to be, because that I'm bad at. Same with this. I don't know if you know this, people aren't this color. They're not this kind of like blue-green, tealy. On the video, it's more blue than it really is. It's more blue-green, like a really aqua kind of blue. Sorry. Gray Fox a long time ago asked if I ever thought about doing board game art, and then he also asked, who's my favorite board game artist? Whoever did Abyss. That has the best art in any board game ever, in my opinion. Whoever did that art, that's my favorite board game artist. But so, go back to what I was talking about. I suck at color, so this is not a specific color. This is just, all I have to focus on is values, so dark and light. And then I can make it whatever color I want. And so it's like, for me, it's like, oh, yeah, her hair is purple, but like, all I have to do is like, okay, I just need to make this part a darker purple, this part a lighter purple. But it's not, I don't have to do color mixing. I don't have to figure out colors. I can kind of just make it whatever color I want. And it's comforting to me in that way. And so that way, I'm not good at doing, because again, my issue is, and you're kind of like, who cares, like, if the color looks perfect? But it does matter to me because I work in realism. I have to do realistic stuff. I don't do cartoony art. I don't do any other kind of, I try to, and I can't. I have to do realism. So the problem is, if I'm doing realism and trying to make colors that are realistic, they have to look really realistic. And if they can't, then for me, it's kind of like a kind of torture. So what I do to get around that is I work in realism, but then I work in realism with not real colors. That's how I do it. And again, that's a very long answer to a question you didn't really ask. She's gonna pretend that she's your character from D&D campaign. That's awesome. I love it. I'm so honored. That's cool. All right, so here, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we getting some stuff. We're getting some stuff. She's kind of like watery. She's kind of like if a Triton was like less fishy than a normal Triton is, you know? She's very, because she's got the kind of purple hair, which is, you know, a very cool color. Cool as in like tone. And then, you know, she's got the kind of blue-green skin, which is kind of, you know, watery, you know? This could be the top of a mermaid. If a mermaid had purple hair instead of like the normal like red hair, this could be like some weird. I don't know why I'm doing this. Mermaids don't like. I'm saying from here up. That's what I'm saying. This right here. This right here. Okay. All right. We're getting there. So as this goes under. This hair is under this hair, so this part here is gonna be real dark because it's gonna be shadowed as it goes down. I said I can shade well, I just can't do color well. So I pick weird colors because I'm a friggin' maverick. Oh, I should watch Top Gun right now. Screw streaming. Yeah, light source is important. That's hard to learn. Xavier Collette, that's his name. That dude's a champ. The art in Abyss is, oh my gosh. I would like, it's one of these, like, I would print that out and put it on my wall. Like any of the weird creatures from Abyss, I would print out and put it on my wall. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. Seasons is also very pretty. Seasons art is gorgeous. That's one thing that, like, Solfin, like mythical water nymph. Yeah, kind of. Solfin, I don't know if you've ever been in the chat before, but if you haven't, welcome to the chat. Welcome to Ting Bing Bong. If you have been in the chat, sorry I forgot, and it's good to see you. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. A mythical water nymph. That's kind of accurate. Okay, let's keep drawing, Nick. Let's keep drawing. I'm doing better than I did last time, that's for sure. I feel like I was gonna talk about something. I don't know what it was. That's probably good though, because I would probably talk about it for 20 minutes. You're all like, Nick, we don't care about any of that. And I'm like, damn you right. Thank you, Lunches, for holding down the welcome. And as we go down, we're also going to get darker. Okay. And then again, this all this hair is behind this hair. And instead of going like this, it's going to kind of splay out this way. So we can just darken that a lot. Not like that. That looks stupid. There we go. There we go. Now we got our curves going. Now we got them curves. So I was a low-key watch for a while now. Never commented before as I really had a chance to sit down and relax while I'm watching. Well, I'm glad you were watching. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for popping in the chat for the first time. That's awesome. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm glad you've been lurking. That's awesome. That's one of those things a lot of people are like, yeah, I've been watching for a while. And it's just like, okay, cool. It's one of the things where I just assume that, like, everyone who watches, like, also talks. And I realize that, like, most people probably don't. And so, but I'm always just like, yeah, everyone talks to us. I'm like, no. So we're like, I am not getting into that. But it is good good to see you then. Good to meet you. Appreciate it. I'm Nick. That's Roger up there. That's Roger. Mike's gone. Good. What's a long chat with Muban, huh? Okay, friends. Okay. So that's that layer. We're getting there. You see, it's going woo, like that. That's not bad. That ain't bad. Okay, I am going to. Oh, what am I gonna do now? I did that. Let's go to V17. Come on, you bastard. There we go. All my stuff is propped up kind of precariously, so I have to be very careful when I pull these out. V17, which is amethyst. What's this one look like? Boom. Ooh, that's more of a purpley purple. It's right there. Oh, yeah, it's so purple. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's nice. Okay. Back into that. So as we get darker, again, it's more, I have to much more deliberately place colors can't be quite so like, I'm just gonna draw in here. Yes, this is like way more purple. Way more purple. Thank you, Saul. Good to meet you, brother. Really, really good to meet you. I love it. Boom. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's get like that. Let's start. Bring in some weird stuff in here. So now I'm gonna have to go back with a lighter color and fill this. And this is a little bit too much. I don't like stark lines like that unless there's a specific reason for there to be a stark line, like a shadow across. Like this is a pretty stark line right here, but that's because it's in a deep shadow. What up, Jay? But I don't like stark lines. Even with shadows, I don't like it. I usually smooth them out too much, frankly. I like gradients. Gradients make me happy. So I will go back with a lighter color and smooth that out. Right now, we're gonna have to deal with it. Oh, host! I don't have a host dance. We need to make a host dance. Refractal Studios hosting. Thank you, Refractal. I appreciate it. I gotta get a host dance. Hosting doesn't happen often enough for us to have a dance about it yet. Thank you, Refractal. Thank you for hosting. I think you've hosted us before, I believe. Thank you for that. I'm just doing art stuff. But thanks. Really appreciate it. Boom. 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 Oh, we're getting crazy. We're going too quick. Thanks, Refractal. Appreciate it. How was your stream? I'm guessing you just finished up. Okay. Oh yeah, we're getting. Ooh, I like this. I like this color. This is a really nice one. It's a really nice color. Let's get some. Yeah, our Moobot on Super Crack YouTube, our Moobot is kind of sassy. So I'm not sure what you try to put in there. It's weird. It's a robot. Sometimes he gets sassy. Yeah, Moobot's on it. Yeah. It wasn't me. Moobot gets sassy. Sometimes you post links, it deletes it. If you use a lot of caps, it deletes it. If you use a lot of symbols like exclamation points, it deletes it. The idea is to keep him from screaming a lot, but like, you know, it's just an automated robot, Mr. Super Crack. So that's what it is. It's nothing you did. Don't worry about it. It gets, yeah, exclamation points, something like that. If you do a lot of that, it just kind of cracks down on it. I actually want to go through and probably lighten up a little bit. I literally said, hello. That's weird. Like I said, our Moobot's sassy. I'm not sure what happened. I'm sorry. Yeah, our Moobot thinks it's real important. Starts getting like, oh, I'm real sassy though. So, sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Pissing me off, Moobot. You're pissing me off. One word and an exclamation mark. That's too much, damn it! How dare you write one word and an exclamation point? Next time you shall be beheaded, and your first child shall be sacrificed to the gods. Okay. I am actually going to go back a bit, and I'm going to try and clean up. Pink and Manly's in this house, though. Why is that perfect? That traditional German sense of humor. Am I working with Copics? I am, Refractal Studio. Good eye. Look at the Copic. Yep. I sure am. Copic markers. This is my first project with Copic markers. Well, that's not true. I do Copic markers, but I've only ever used gray because I mostly work in black and white. But I wanted to start moving into color with Copic markers a little more. So I sold some art, got a little bit of cash, and spent way too much money on Copic markers. So I'm trying to blend this out just a little bit. Just a little bit. God, I'm annoying. Why do you watch me? I'm so... I annoy myself. Jesus. And yes, the commands are a thing. I can't remember all the commands we have, but down, if you look down where we have all our panels and stuff, it has all the commands you can do. So there's a bunch in there. They're mostly weird and random, because it's funnier to me to make random ones than anything else. Okay. That's getting better. That's better. That's better, my peoples. Okay. Okay. Let's blend this one out. So go back. See, then this is a better... These are all a better gradient. This is a better gradient. This is making Nick happier instead of wanting to scream. Because Nick likes gradients. And I also sing way too much. Oh, shit, I was about to drop a yes, girl. Crystal Paisano got... Used a bad word. Which one did you use? There it is. There's our Yas Queen. Yas Queen. Ooh, I want to know what bad word Crystal said. We got to tone down Moobot. He gets way sassier every single time. Oh, it's funny. It's so funny. Is this fan art or something, or original design? Look cool either way. It's original. It's not a fan art. Someone said it looks like Gal Gadot. I guess it does kind of look Gal Gadot. But it's based off one of my friends, loosely, and so yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, it is original. It is not of anything in particular. Like, although I realize because I made her kind of greenish, although again she comes out more blue on the screen, but she's more blue-green. I was like, shit, I should have given her orange hair because then I could have like sold it off as like she's like Poison Ivy or something. But I forgot. Didn't realize it until I'd already started her very, very, very purple hair. And I was just like, oh, tight. And Super Crack YouTube, I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat before. I'm not sure if you came over with Refractal or not, but if this is your first time in the chat, it is good to meet you. And if you don't follow us, go ahead and give us a follow. That way you can watch us do silly stuff like this more. Oh, don't listen to me. So we got YouTube. Oh, you said a bad word too. And then I start screaming. Oh, Boobot's doing his thing. Man, Moobot's on it tonight. I think he knows Mike is gone. It's like, oh, Mike's gone? I'm about to get wild up in this. Oh, it's so funny. It's making me giggle. Okay. All right, now we got some bodies. Now we're going to move into, like, darker stuff. Now we're really going to be like, with it. That's a description. That's what my art teacher taught me. Like, Boobot's so salty. Alright, so yeah, I got... Well, how many more colors am I going to do? I'm probably only going to do 2 or 3 more colors, but again, they're going to be used more sparingly. Oh, shit, I forgot about this down here. Oh. And then, I got to get to bed. Try a new thing called normal sleep. What a weirdo. No, go to bed. That's awesome. I go to bed at like 9. So, like, a rare view in Refractal's channel. Well, cool. It is good to meet you, sir or madam. The rules. Number 1 rule, don't be an asshat. I stand by that rule, damn it. All right, Cheryl. Have a good one. It is wonderful to see you. Thank you for stopping by and watching me mostly shriek and draw. Shriek and draw. Our new... All right, so this one is... Ooh. This one is violet. Just straight up violet. It's kind of like a darker... Nice dark purple. I actually really like this one. So again, as we go darker here, we're gonna have to again be more sparing with our, also especially because I want to keep these areas light, and I tend to go overboard with the dark and then lose all my light areas, and then I have to try and bring them back, and it's a pain in the ass. Watch Nick be more conservative with his colors. What games are we streaming these days? What did we stream on Tuesday? We streamed, what the hell did we stream on? Oh, Near and Far. We did Near and Far on Tuesday. It's super fun. And then, we were gonna do Clank tonight, and then we did Flick 'em Up on Sunday, which was super, super fun. Whoa, is that a follower? Oh, I'm a follow. Oh, my Vogue. I'm following Vogue. This is my follow Vogue. Boom. Mike does like this. He does this like weird fish thing, but I do follow Vogues. Boom. Boom. Thank you, Super Crack YouTube, for the follow. We appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. A ton. Really appreciate it. So yeah, we've been going, we want to kind of go back. We really, when we stream, we're trying to like, ooh, what's a game we haven't streamed yet? Let's do that game. But we've done a lot of streams now. It's kind of getting to the point where like, we kind of want to start going back to some of the other stuff we've streamed already before. So, yeah, so we might start redoing some more, and then coming back to some ones we've done, and then kind of do whatever the hell we want. This is our channel, right? Am I right, though? Okay, let's get this deep dark pot here. Solfin, do you check lots of reference pics when you draw, like shampoo commercials, know how their hair should fall? Not so much anymore, but I did for a long. I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, some people can just like, their mind works where they're like, oh, this is how a nose is supposed to look. I am not good at that. I have to practice a lot. I've really, in the last year or two, because everything I used to draw used to more or less be a recreation of a photo, because again, I went pretty much primarily and exclusively for photorealism, and that's like pretty much it. I didn't really care about anything else. I just really wanted to make it look as real as humanly possible, which is fine. There's plenty of artists that do that. One of my favorite artists ever, his name is Chuck Close. That's like what he made his entire career on, was just doing in just super massive, like 15 feet by 20 feet portraits of people that looked like giant photos, but they were actually oil paintings. And he's so good. And that's kind of who I took a lot of inspiration from. And, but, so I did that a lot, but then I wanted to start being able to draw out of my head more, and drawing out of your head, particularly drawing realistically out of your head, is really hard. Really, really hard. It's like the thing even a lot of the best painters in the world really struggle with still. So the last year or two, I've been really focusing on trying to only do stuff out of my head, or if I use reference photos, using reference photos as little as possible. I still have to, particularly with like this region, like not eyes, but like mid forehead to eyebrows, especially if they're doing some kind of weird expression. I have a very hard time visualizing it in my head. And then any kind of body picture, I usually have to do woo! A little bit of reference for, because again, most of my stuff is portraitures. I usually do from like here up or so, as you can see. So I haven't drawn bodies nearly as much as I've drawn like faces. So faces, I have a much, much better grasp on, like, oh, generally the nose is here and the ears are here and the eyes are here and stuff. But with bodies, I'm not nearly as good at it. So bodies, I'm really working on getting better at, like, just drawing them. Because, again, I want to work in realism, but I want to make original characters, which is why I don't do fan art very much. And I know I probably should do more fan art, because frankly, I'd sell a lot more work if I did more fan art. Because, I mean, hell, I made a big sale recently, and it was my Star Wars pieces, which is fine. Like, I love doing it, and I did those Star Wars pieces because I wanted to. I didn't do them as a commission. I just wanted to do it, and I do enjoy doing fan art, but, like, a lot of people who are really big on like social media, like Instagram or Twitter and stuff, they do fan art. They do like superhero art or Dragon Ball Z art or some kind of fan art. And I don't really want to. I have virtually no interest in it. I mostly want to do original stuff. But man, people don't care about original stuff. They really don't. They just don't. They don't give a shit. And it's disheartening to say the least. Because almost all of my most popular pieces are like fan art of some type, or me not even doing it because I love the franchise so much, but I did the Wonder Woman piece I did is very popular, and I mostly did that because I do love the character of Wonder Woman, but I did it more as like a feminist piece, you know, because feminism is a very big deal to me. And it's like, again, it's very popular, but again, it's like it's a fan art piece, and it doesn't bother me, but I wish people want original work more. Wish people want original work more. Refractals, thank you for the hosting, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for the host. Thank you for bringing over some people. I loves it. Boom. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Again, as I talk for 30 minutes about stuff you didn't ask about. Hey! Alex is here. What's up, brother man? And Alex said, do what you want to do. It's important. I agree. It is very, very important. But I'd also like to make money. I'd love to be able to do art full time, but you got to make money doing art to do that. And it is tough to get seen as an artist just in general, particularly if you're doing all original stuff. But it is all good. All right. It's going good. It's going okay. We're doing okay. I forgot about this little spot. Oh, now we're good. It's really cool. Use a different part of your brain when you use references versus when you do it from your imagination. I was in architecture school. Architecture school, cool. They had me take a bunch of art classes. All my live model drawings look like sad, deflated, wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing tube men. Wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing tube men. With arthritis. God, that's a tough life right there. Being a wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing tube man with arthritis. Ooh, that would suck to have to flail around like that all damn day. All right, cool. That's looking okay. That's looking okay. It's tough. Yeah, I didn't. God, I haven't drawn like taking like a figure drawing class. That's what I really should do. The next thing, and I do actually, I don't take online courses, but I do have a subscription to this online site that does like, you know, on your own type lessons and such, but they go like deep in like the construction of the head, and you learn like the whole construction of the head and such. And I have started doing stuff like that to get into that's really where it is now with my stuff. It's like I gotta learn, because I'm mostly self-taught and I didn't really go to school. I didn't learn a lot of the basics. I just kind of did what I did, which is great, until like I need to know the basics, and now I have to like backtrack and try and learn them, and it's super annoying. And so now that's what I'm trying to do on my own time, is like learn more and more about the basics so that I can, you know, understanding like, oh, this muscle group is here. This muscle group is generally shaped like this, and it's shaped like this for women, and shaped like this for men, but shaped like this for like really in shape women, and shaped like this for like not so in shape women. You know, that kind of stuff. It's like, it's You got to learn all that stuff, and again, some people can just like look at bodies and figure that out on their own. I'm not one of those people. Just so not one of those people. Alrighty. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna hit this old girl with some pink. We're gonna hit the old girl with some pink. Okay, get your ass back in there. What's this? Oh, that's too pink. All right, we're gonna go VO4. Yeah, what rule book? That is the question. Oh my gosh, I missed a bunch of other stuff. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I didn't realize I was so far behind. And thank you, Solfin. I appreciate it, Sol. I'm trying to work more than talk. Last time I talked more than worked, and it took way too long. Am I excited for the Winter Olympics, De Pasano? Yes, I am. I think as a lot of people are, I'm more of a Summer Olympics kind of gal, but I am excited. I love the Olympics. I'm like not happy with our country a lot of times, but I tell you, when the Olympics come on, I become uber patriotic. Like when I hear the national anthem when the Olympics are on, I have a hard time not having like a tear come down because I'm so proud to be American, kind of thing, you know? So yes, I am excited. My favorite event in winter is probably ice skating at this point. I think it's the most interesting to watch. I used to hate it when I was a kid. I was like, ugh, ice skating is so dumb. And now I'm like, no, ice skating's tight. For the reason alone of the fact that like most of them like fall halfway through and then they have to like get up and keep going. And that's freaking metal. Like, can you imagine in the middle of like a ski thing, you like fell and then like had to keep going afterwards? That's awesome. So I like ice skating. I also like I like aerials, like the thing where they do a bunch of flippy flips on the skis. Snowboarding stuff like half pipe I'll watch. Bobsledding, curling is weirdly fun to watch. Long jump, speed skating, which is like a really really boring sport to watch, yet for some reason when you're watching it you can't stop watching it. You're just like, you just can't stop, you know? You just get so invested. It's like diving. Like I don't give a shit about diving, but when the Summer Olympics come on, I'm like a diving expert. I'm like, oh, that tuck could have been better, you know? We all do that as if we could do even a third of what any of these superhumans can do. I love it. I love it. God, I love the Olympics. I love the Olympics. Oh. Sorry. So, Saul, do you do art too? Is that what you're saying? If you do art, I'd love to see it if you don't mind. And Alex, yes, I am super happy with all these new colors. I haven't even tried most of them. I mean, I've tried a couple of the like the skin tones, like the browns and such. And I've done a lot of blue greens and now a lot of purples. But that's pretty much it. I haven't gotten any of the yellows or greens or yellow greens or reds or pinks. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. But yeah, I like them a lot. I like them a lot. All right, now we're going to go with Lilac, which is VO4. So this is going to be a real... This is going to give me you probably won't be able to tell on the thing, but it's going to give me... It's not even so much that it's darker or lighter. It's just going to give me some pink throughout... A shock of pink through her hair. So what I'm going to do now... Put in some pink, and then I'm going to go into my last two darkest colors. And then... I'm going to go through with some colored pencils. And the colored pencils are nice because they'll lay on top of the markers and they'll stand out. And so it's really good for like doing details. And you can't really see, and this is taped down so I can't show you. But you might be able to see there's a lot of like individual little hairs going all over the place because her hair is like kind of messy and crazy. That's done with colored pencils. You can do that, which is nice because then it makes it look more, because again, hair is not like, ooh, it's not perfect. It's not. I mean, you can go for that look, but again, if you're looking for like realism, which I tend to do, it's not realistic. People have strands that kind of go rogue, you know? And so So now I'm just basically just straight up adding some pink, not even really trying to darken things or lighten things very much. Just trying to get some pink in it. Because I like the purple, but with the colors that I have, a lot of the purples I have are like really gray purple. So, that as of right now, if I was going to get more markers, which I won't for a while most likely, I'd probably get some more like more reddish purples instead of more gray purples. Yeah, you can't really see the pink. There's pink in there now. You just can't really see it. It's hard to get accurate colors. Okay. That's awesome, Saul. Cool. Watercolors. Watercolor is the #1 medium that I wish I could do. I love the look of watercolors, and I suck so bad at them. God, I suck at them, and I wish I was so good at them. I actually like markers because they behave the closest to watercolors, I suppose, of any other medium. They kind of blend in a similar-ish way. Not really, but they're the closest thing to it that I can think of. And, yeah, I'm going to have to darken this part of her skin's got to darker because it's red behind here. Alright. Alright. So, again, you couldn't see a lot of that pink, but it's there. The Sharks, I don't watch hockey ever. But if I did watch hockey, well, no, I'm probably a Kings fan, actually. I should be a Sharks fan because the Sharks are the closest team to where I grew up, which is in Northern California. But I just don't really care. And now that I'm in LA, I'm kind of like, go Kings. I don't care. Go Kings. Kings all day, baby. Kings till I die. I don't care. Alrighty. So now, I'm sorry, I'm using BV08, which is Blue Violet. So now this one is like a pretty dark, I was gonna say a pretty dark blue violet. It is named Blue Violet, but yeah, it's a purple with more blue than anything else, and so yeah, it's got a decent amount of blue in it, and it darkens. It's gonna darken stuff down more. Still, this is too. I need more. I need more pink. I need more pink in here. It's too much. So again, so here I got to be really sparingly because again, this is sparingly. Is that a word? No, that's not a word. I got to use it sparingly. I got to be sparingly. That's not how words work. Might as well be speaking Portuguese. It's the first language that came to mind. I wish I spoke another language. Who here speaks the most languages? I speak 1.5. No, Alex speaks 2. He's already got me beat. So we're going to darken down these shadows. Boom, boom, boom. And then still a little flatter than I want, but that's where a lot of the colored pencils do a lot of their work, is really doing the last bit effort of like bringing things forward and pushing other things back and that kind of stuff. They're really good at that, which is nice because I detest colored pencils as a medium. Not when other people use them, but for me, I hate them. I can't use them. I don't understand how they work. I don't get it. I can't do anything with them. I suck. I suck so hardcore at it. Um, okay, Alex said that her girlfriend's doing the same thing as me, but in painting. Okay, what medium does she use? She acrylic, oils, watercolor, blood. Hello, I paint in blood. People out there do it, you know. Um, 2.5. Damn it. You speak 5 or 6, Saul. Jeez, what all like ass? God, I feel like such a God. Americans are just. I wish we had to learn another language in America. I wish we were forced from early age, from like freaking kindergarten on. You should just pick a language then, and then you're required to take classes in it until you leave high school. That's the number one thing. Like everyone speaks English. Why can't we learn another language? And now it's like so late that I'm just like, oh, whatever. I used to be pretty fluent in sign language, but again, it's been years since I've signed. But that was the other language that I spoke. And I loved it. I want to get back into it so badly. Love sign language. Every language you learn, next one should be easier. Yeah. I agree. Agree. Yeah. God, I just wish I wish we had to learn other languages. Just wish we had to. We should be forced to. Everyone in the world should be forced to. Just learn. Damn it. America's been the center of the world for too damn long. We're like, everyone will speak our language, but we will speak none of yours. Pain in the ass. Okay. Sorry. That's my rant about how I wish I spoke another language. I wish I, especially Spanish. I wish I could speak Spanish. Just in California particularly, and it would be so useful in so many countries speak Spanish. It would be very useful. All right. This side's hair doesn't match quite so much this side's hair, but that's okay. These things happen. That's also one of the things that happen when you're winging it. This is kind of like stringier, and then it kind of moves into more cohesive, and this one's really cohesive. But let's just say the wind is on this side. Started Spanish in kindergarten and switched to Latin. Latin in 4th grade? Why Latin? No one speaks Latin? That's weird. Okay. I mean, I'll have her speak a dead language more than her not speaking any other languages, so I'll take Latin. But interesting, Latin. Okay, I'm down. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some more. I'm gonna choose a more pink. It's too pink. Let's do RVO 9. Let's do fuchsia. I'm gonna put some more pink in this damn hair. That's pink. Woo! Yeah, let's not overdo this. This would be something that'd be super easy to overdo. Let's not overdo this. I just want a bit more pink. Just peeking through. Just doing a bit of a peeky peek every once in a while. Okay, so now that pink's showing up on that camera a little bit. And someone, Sakura asked, how do I want to get you to make an original piece of art? Email me. We can talk. That's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. I'm actually open right now for commission, so this actually would be a good time to do it if anyone did want something, but please don't feel obligated to. I'm freaking rich. Okay, that's better. That's more pink. But what's a good, let's do V12. Pale lilac. So this part here is too gray. I need something that's really light that again will tint that a little bit pink, but isn't going to darken it, because I want that highlight right there. I just need some damn pink in it. Again, you can't really see it, but it's pink. This pale lilac's kind of a grayish pink. It's kind of like a pale lilac. So whenever I travel, make a point to learn the native language well enough to be able to speak it the whole time I'm there. Jeez, you must be, you got the kind of brain for that. I don't feel like not many people can do that. Pink highlight's looking hot. Thank you. I like him as well. It was needed. Her hair was, because I'm going to use a pink colored pencil, so I would have added some pink anyway, but I wanted this one to be a little more pink. So Saul, are you an architect? Was that what you do? Is that why you always be traveling and such? Ooh, I like this little highlighted part right here. I didn't really mean to do that. That's nice. Okay. Again, so this still looks really gray on camera, but there's a lot more pink in there if you're in real life. I just wanted to tone the gray down a little bit. It's just a little, again, like I said, that is one of the issues is I have a lot of gray purples, not a ton of like purpley purples, because that was just what came with the ones I got. Oh, and thank you, Alex, for the congrats on the subs. Last time I checked, we were 4 away from 1,000 on Twitter. I wonder if we've hit that while we were here. I don't think so. No, we're 3 away. Okay, we got one more. But we are 3 away from 1,000 on Twitters, which is very cool. And then yeah, we're just we've been moving up on Instagram. It's been nice then. I'm gonna go sign up for Twitter then. Thank you, Sakura. Yeah, it's been cool. We've been doing, because it kind of ebbs and flows. There's sometimes where it's like we'll go like a week where every day we'll get like 5 or 6 subscribers on YouTube, which is a lot for us. And then we'll go through like a week and a half where we get like 1 a day maybe, and it's just kind of like, and it just seems so random. We're just like, why? I don't get it. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna use a V99, which is like, it's kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it. Wish I had a. It's that color. It's like a really dark gray purple. I'm gonna use that for like the darkest spots. And then I may come back through with a... Nah, that's not true. I was going to say I'm going to come back through the black marker. But no, I'll... The last color I'll use in colored pencils will be a black one. And I'll hit the shadows with it and such. But yeah, this is almost like a... It's like a gray purple with like a... Just a ass ton of brown in it. It's got a lot of brown. So it's one thing on its own... It looks like it wouldn't match this, but when you lay it on top of all the other stuff, it matches pretty damn well. It's nice, and it makes things real dark. Okay, I'm going to blend that out a little bit. I have an architect traveling isn't for work, more to escape it. Dude, it's awesome. Wish I could freaking travel. Level job over here and start teaching martial arts for a little while. That's freaking metal. That's awesome. Got a new job in architecture. Actually moving to LA if the visa and such ever gets approved. You get to LA, let us know, brother. We will play some games. That is awesome. Architecture is one of those things. Again, it's like a job that like I would never actually pursue, but like I'm trying to think of how to put this. I don't know. It's like a job that I'd never actually pursue, but I would love to try, if that makes any sense. If someone was just like, here's all the knowledge and skills of being an architect, like, and I'd be like, cool. Like, I would never, like, again, pursue it, but it just seems like such an interesting, like, you're a builder. That's so freaking wild, man. Like, oh, it's cool. That's red. That's red. Is my face too close? My face is too close. God, my forehead is shiny today. And I'm just, bing! It's like my dad. Everyone calls my dad the Dome. Because his forehead freaking just shines. Let freedom ring on that bad boy. Ew! Alright, so now we're going in with some dark. Trying to darken up this ish. Ew! Okay. Okay. And also, like, the camera also makes things not look as dark as they are. My brightness is too high or something like that. These parts in here, they're pretty darn dark, and they really don't show up that dark. But they are. So you're like, Nick, your shadows suck. And you're probably right. Yeah, see, it's so weird. This color is so... If I ever get a part where it strays away from the color it's laying on top of, it is just, like, so brown. Like, it's so weird looking. I don't understand why this is in the V category. Wait, hold on. Held this... Yeah, allow it. What the hell? Sorry, Moobot was like, are you going to allow this message? It was the one from Saul. I don't know why he was asking about it. Alex, brother, have a good one, man. You're the man. Have fun butching. Butch some cool stuff for me. So Saul never wanted to be an architect, but when applying to university, I had no clue what I wanted to do. My dad suggested architecture, and I said, sure. I had to throw together a portfolio in a month. It was a fun, hectic time. That's wild. Oh, man, that's crazy. Woo. That's, hey, man. I mean, do you like it? I'm hoping you like it if you're kind of still doing it. Grandparents wanted me to be a lawyer. I'm like, no. I think it's because I talk so damn much. They're just like, you talk. You never ever stop talking. You should be a friggin' lawyer. Okay, let's do a little. Again, I wish I had a good light purple. All my light purples are just a little too... gray. And maybe I can fill it in with some colored pencil. Okay. Sorry. No, hold on. Not quite. Hold on. About to say we're going to move over to the colored pencil portion of the program. That's not sure. I got to darken this area. Which again is behind her hair. It's her hair that's behind her hair. So yeah, this one is, yeah, I gotta. So this one looks so different because again, this one is kind of crazy and streaky and like has all these hairs going over. This one is like so pristine compared to it. Just wait, I'll mess it up with the colored pencils and Saul, you don't even need to apologize. Oh, Sakura got a Twitter thing. You following us now? Heyo. Let me double check. Pretty sure. Ooh, I don't see it. I don't see it, Sakura. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to break out some colored pencils. Let's gonna sharpen real quick. I'm gonna sharpen them. Ooh, look at that point. It's so freaking pointed. So now I can kind of come in here and so colored pencils I do kind of randomly and all over the place, but it's nice because again this is kind of one big block, so I can start like breaking up this block a little bit and again bring certain parts forward, certain parts forward, certain parts back, you know, that kind of stuff. And thank you all for hanging out with me. I'm still flabbergasted when you guys and gals show up to watch me do this. It's still so weird to me, but I love it. I would be doing this anyway, so it's kind of cool to have people to talk to. So again, so these individuals, it's one of those things where like these individual pencil marks will probably not show you too much, but if you came back like 20 minutes from now when I'm like done with them, it would be pretty significantly different. So also I want some stuff coming over her head here, because again, all of her hair wouldn't stay in one spot. It's not just gonna like conveniently stay here. And for these, again, I kind of just grab at random and go. Does enjoy it. Saul does enjoy architecture. First jobs in the field weren't the best experience, but I have super high hopes for the new one. I've always wanted to move to Cali and build high-end homes such beach houses. Cool. Can I live in one for free then? Is that what that means? I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Which is what we do. So super excited. That's dope. I hardcore hope you get that. One, because we get to hang out. You seem like a cool dude. But that's just because I love people getting to do what their freaking heart tells them to do. I love that shit. I love giving like really awesome. Like, I love that shit. Just love it. No, but that is freaking metal, dude. I so hope that works. And keep all of us posted. The Bing Bong family here. Keep your sisters and brothers posted about it, because I want to know. Let's go. Woo. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that. You can't even see it on the screen. Who cares? Okay. Just kind of just grabbing at random. So the job was years away from the visa. That's right. Well, I'm hoping for the visa then. So now you can start seeing these like strands and stuff going across, and it's we're getting a little bit messier. That's good. Need that. She's too pristine. I don't like it. It's not real. I need it to be real. One more on Twitter, 99.9. Woo! I hope we hit 1,000 while I'm streaming. That'd be cool. That'd be way cool. Four-player games with Brothers Murph, Shay, and Saul? I'd be down. We are actually trying to... Mike works with a woman who is pretty damn big on YouTube, actually. We think she likes games, too, and she's also super cool. So we're actually trying to get maybe a possible fourth occasion with her, which would be dope, because she's big on YouTube, so it'd be good, it'd be good advertising for us. But then on top of that, she seems super cool, and she's a cool lady. But yeah, so I'm trying to get more people on our stream. It'd be really, really fun to have Saul and Shay more often and stuff. And I want some people from work to come if possible. Okay, we rolling. And the black and the white are going to take this really to the next level, hopefully. Because I am pretty pleased with this side of the hair. I'm a little miffed that it just doesn't seem to match this side. Well, this side's got a lot more pink in it than this side. But, yeah, you can do. That's art for you. Let's do a pink one that goes across. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay. It looks like your hairbrush. Cool. Looks like your hairbrush broke halfway through. It does look like that. I'm gonna try and break it up with some black. Because yeah, it does. This side is just a little bit too clean. I gotta see if I can. Again, because I kind of, oops, wrong side. Kind of changed my plan halfway through the hair. That's why, like, if I'm doing something like hair, I like to do it all in one fell swoop, so then like it kind of stays that way, stays the way I originally planned it. But what are you gonna do? It ain't no thing. I'm still very happy. Yeah, let's get some a little. And get some black in this. We're getting there. We're sorry, I'm not paying attention to the truth is she's getting ready to launch sliding for her fingertips. I actually, to test this out, speaking of launching lightning from your fingertips, to test out my markers, I almost was about to do a picture of Storm because she's my second favorite superhero. I just love Storm. Storm is Bay number 1. Yeah, she Bay number 1. But I decided to do this instead for whatever reason. I love it. That's awesome. I also have this weird thing where I never tell anyone what my art is about. So, just an FYI, if you ask, like, oh, this is too uniform. If you ever ask, like, oh, what's this piece about, Nick? I probably won't tell you. What I'll do instead is ask you what you think it's about. Because I find that to be much, much more interesting than what I think it's about. getting there. You know what Freud would say? Pretty much Freud always said one thing. That's pretty much it. Something about you want to sleep with your mother or something like that. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. I'm trying to get the hair to do what I want it to do. Which it is, but slowly. Because I think I like this side better, so I kind of wish this side looked more like this side. But what are you gonna do? It ain't no thing. Chicken wing. I'm also going to have to go back through and add more pink to this side. Because this side is just far more pink. Again, I actually like the amount of pink that's in there. So I'm just going to go through and add some over here. Let's tint it. A little more pink. Okay. Okay. Is that right, Saul? That's awesome. It is. All right, here's a great prank. You should show her this and then tell her that you had this commissioned and that you need to, express your undying love for her. Be like, this is for you. I made it for you. All right, that's a little more streaky and just overall crazy looking. God, you're crazy, girl. You're crazy. So much work. So many layers. Why must I layer? Oh, never mind. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. That's a real bad idea. Nick's accidentally a bad person. Because hair is like onions. It's layers. I can't do a good Scottish accent, or else I'd give you a little Shrek, but nah. Okay. But also, I've done very, very little hair in markers. So, like, this hair, if it was this length, about this length, I love this hair. Just the fact that it's kind of stringy and all over the place. But for the long hair tends to stay together better. So for the long hair, you can see me getting better. Because I did this part first, this part second, and this part tonight. And so it's funny, you can actually see me getting better. Oh, she's also scary because she trains in martial arts with you. She's scary in a wonderful way. I agree. Strong women are awesome. Strong women are the best. Both in body and in spirit. But yeah, that is a little scary. Alright, so now I'm adding some white. Just gonna try and highlight some stuff and again bring in some stuff. I don't know. I started that sentence and realized I didn't actually have a plan for it. God, I love using white. It's just so satisfying. Oh, that's looking better. That's matching a little better. Using some white and verena. Weak spot for strong women. Good. I'd judge you a lot more if you had a weak spot for weak women. Good. Strong women are the freaking best. We need strong women in the world. I saw a shirt one of my friends has, and it's freaking perfect and amazing. It says strong women intimidate boys and excite men. And I was like, damn, that's a good shirt. Woo! That is a freaking $1 million shirt and so goddamn true. Just remember that. If you're a woman out there and you're all these dudes hating on you and all this bullshit. We need all kinds of women. True, we do need all kinds of women. But strong women are key. Okay. Might. Right though, I don't know where it was. I gotta see if I can find it, cause that's a dope game. Julio, game 4 of Charterstone. How is it? Also, I don't know if you've shown up in the chat before. If you haven't, welcome to the chat. Welcome to Team Bing Bong. This is Team Bing Bong. Mike's not here. Usually Mike's here. And if it isn't your first time in the chat, sorry, I forgot. It's good to see you. So well designed. Okay, cool. We have Mike and I. We gotta try this damn thing. We gotta get on it. We just gotta try it. It's gotta happen. Oh, it's gotta happen. Oh, I forgot I have to do this still. Forgot about this part. Oh, that matches better. I roughed it up a decent amount. That's good. Oh, I need to darken this though. darken that. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We're working it out. Follow while he does have videos and figured I'd check you out here. Oh, cool, sweet. Well, yep. Good to see you. If you haven't followed us here, give us a follow so you can know when we're streaming. It is wonderful to meet you, sir or madam. And I hope you stick around. Twitch is my wind down. I can totally understand that. That seems like a decent idea. It's like, oh yeah, Twitch would be a good, like, winding down, hanging out, watching some people play some games. It's a good idea. Okay, so Mike's show should be done. I hope it went well. Mike is just the best. What a bastard. I wish he wasn't so good at being a good human. What a loser. It was 12 hours straight yesterday of Gloomhaven. Oh my gosh. That is bananas. Waiting for a visa. Got a lot of extra time on your hands. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's fucking better. See, I got these folds in here now. It's looking a little bit more like this over here. Oh, that's good. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. With a friend. And Helio, it's based loosely off a friend of mine, but not completely. And it's not for a specific project. I got these new markers, these ones, and I wanted to test them out, and so this is that. Not for a project, not really based off anything, just kind of. And I like using non-traditional colors, which is why she's like blue-green, and why her hair is like this really, really stark purple. I mean, that's pretty much it. Okay. That's it with hair. Particularly, it's just like you gotta just kind of just F with it until it works. Hair is so weird. Hair is it's become one of my favorite things to draw, and was always. God, I keep forgetting this part down here. Shoot. It was always one of my least favorite things. It's so intimidating at first. But then once you kind of start to learn it, it becomes a blast. Like, as much as I'm grumbling and going like, because it's like not doing what I want it to do, I'm still really enjoying myself, which is nice. And this looks pretty awesome. Thanks, Julio. I appreciate it. That is very nice. I like it too. Okay, I think I'm going to call it on this part. I'm going to call this right here. Thank you for hanging out still. God, it's like 9 o'clock. Why are you still here? Why are you watching this? This is so boring. I'm so boring. Okay, I like that. I think it matches this side way better now. Yeah, it matches this way better. Yeah, it's midnight at Eastern Standard Time. My gosh. Need to call it. Yeah, lunches, get the hell out of here. I love you to death, brother, but go away. No. Ooh, another Toronto person. We got a Toronto guy, but I think he already left. Matt, yeah, Everyone's just like, oh, it's after midnight. Good night, lunches. Appreciate you swinging through. It's wonderful to see you, sir. And have a good rest of your night. And so, I'm just going to darken this out a little bit. Okay. Lovely. Montreal, yeah, I know. Montreal, Toronto. Oh, no. No, sorry. Alex isn't from... Yeah, no, Saul's from Montreal. Alex is from... He's from Quebec. Is he from Montreal too? Sorry, I got Toronto and Montreal mixed up. Well, then Canadian. You're all Canadians. You're all those heathen Canadians. Yeah, I said heathen. I don't care. Okay. So what I'm going to do now... Oh, should I just do it right now? Yeah, I'm going to do it now. I got to fill in her little bit of scalp here. It's going to be this blue-green. Because where her hair parts, you're going to see a little bit of her scalp. I can kind of see a bit of mine right in this region. Okay, so I'm just going to start with something real light. It's probably going to be relatively dark. But, so I'm going to start in. Boom! Just dropping that bad boy in. So I'm using BG10, which is Cool Shadow. Oh, Cool Shadow. Of course, I'm not boring, I'm chill, which is all we want on a Thursday evening. I guess that's fair. I think I shriek too much to be considered chill. And I flail way too much. Just way too much. I flail too much in general. Way in general. Let's do BG13, which is mint green. Let's touch it. Yeah, that's good. That's great. So basically just... So again, the thing with these markers and why I love them and why they exist is they blend really well. That's still a little too light. Let's bring in let's do a little bit of 15 and then maybe some 18. BG15, which is aqua. That's a little better. I'm also probably going to bring her hair down to cover some of that as well, but I need to put down a layer of color first. So we're going to do BG18, which is teal blue. Yeah, let's darken that up. There we go. All right, cool. And I'm going to bring in BG32, which is aqua mint. That's the wrong side of that. Blend it out a little bit. Blendy, 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 blend. Make it a little more cohesive. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here's half my fucking face. I mean, half my darn face. Sorry. Looking beautiful, sir. You can always feel the volume over here. Well, thank you, Saul. That's lovely. That's actually a really good compliment. Her hair is supposed to be fairly voluminous, so that is lovely. Do you have a date over? Did I really scare your date with all my shrieking? Because that's... I mean, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm kind of not. Because that's kind of amazing. Blend that out a little bit. Let's get a little bit of shadow. Right by her hairline. Right by her hairline as you see the bottom half of my face. So I do detail work. I like to get really close to my work. Okay, now let's bring in some colors. I'm just gonna... Just bring it in a little more and cover some of this up. As not all of it would be. It wouldn't be quite so stark of a line on her scalp unless you're really parting it. It wouldn't be quite so. Basically, especially with hair is concerned, there's no straight lines. Like it looks like this is pretty straight, but it's actually a bunch of little bumps, like little bumps. And you need to do that because if you don't, it doesn't look right. There's no perfectly straight hairline. So I just want to cover that bad boy up, especially back here in the back. I really only want to see a very small hint of her scalp. So you can see it through a little bit, but not much. I'm going to bring in some black. Let's hit that bad boy. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get my stupid face out of this stupid shot. Should I put headphones on? She's stuck in her bar exam. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. That's the worst. I'm so sorry, Saul. Yeah, I shriek a lot. It's a legit problem. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, there we go. That's a good hairline. No, let's grab a little more purple. Let's just do a little bit more purple. Alright. There we go. Boom, hairline. She's jealous she can't watch with me. Oh, just assure her it's just the worst stream. Worst stream with just an immensely annoying human. Alright. That doesn't look too darn bad. That does not look too bad, except for... I want to make this hairline a little more random, as I was saying. Mike! What's up, you bing bong?
What are we playing?
You playing a game right now? You playing a game right now? Look what douche I found.
Hey,
Neat.
you tell us, Patchwork or Seven Wonders Duel. You know?
What are we playing right now?
We're playing art.
We're playing art. We're playing the art game. How's your show?
Playing art. Well, here's the thing.
Did it go bad?
I don't recommend doing what I did.
What'd you do? Get way high?
I decided to get soups.
We don't get high.
I did something really high concept. I decided to walk out and do every line in Spanish. Here's the problem. I have no command of the Spanish language. No, just kidding. It went good, man.
That's good.
It was excelente. How's it going over here?
Good. People have been watching.
How's it going, art fiends? Because you're watching art.
Yeah, it's been cool. It's been how long have you been streaming for? Almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I was checking in during the show.
I know. It was awesome. That was so metal.
Yeah, I have some downtime, so I was like, might as well
screw it, dude.
Might as well see what's going on in the stream.
She's coming
this
out
looks
okay.
Amazing.
She's doing okay.
You see the humbleness over here. You see, it's just like doing right. So I mean, I don't know, it's whatever. Probably burn it when I'm done. Probably burn it. It's ass. So ours turning into ass. Hi, everybody. I'll quit interrupting, but this is
you can hang out.
dope.
I'm gonna keep drawing, but you can hang out if you want to.
Freaking fire.
I like it. What should I do with the background?
Just fire.
My default is going.
Everything's
I was
on
thinking
fire.
about doing like orange or red or something really, really contrasting.
That'd be cool.
But I don't know what I would want to do. I kind of just want to do it black because I don't really want to do a background.
That's also probably pretty good.
Is
Is there no way to do like a flat? You don't have a big marker. That's why. Huh?
No, it's really hard to get like completely flat colors because the second you go over it again, it darkens that part. So it's like if you go over a little bit, you like if you try to do one thing, if you go over a little bit, there's gonna be parts that are darker. It's really, really hard to get flat colors.
Sakura says Starry Night in the background. No big deal. Boom. Boom.
Ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, Julio said she fire. He got that purple fire. Whoa. Perp fire. Oh, I think. Hold on. Perp fire. Perp fire. We are. What are we at? We're also at 999 on Twitter. I know.
Where is that 1,000th person we know?
The problem is we're gonna get to 1,000 and then instantly go back to like 998 because 2 people are gonna unfollow us.
Until you get to like 105 or
No, you're not safe. You're not safe till you get 5 above what you're trying to get to. Water 500, that'd be too much blue. It probably wouldn't. It might be a little too much. If I'm gonna do something behind her, I probably want to do something hot. But I also don't really want to do anything that's gonna take away. I want her to be the focus. So like, if I'm gonna do anything behind her, I don't want it to be. I'm trying to think of how to put it. I don't want it to be anything. I don't want it to be anything. I want it to be just like colors or like a pattern would be fine. Some like Starry Night or some kind of thing like that'd be fine because it's kind of just mostly patterns and stuff. I don't want to put any I don't want to put like a background because then it'd be like, oh, you're looking at, a mirror so you can see the back of your head, aka old Voldemort. Also, I also don't want to do anything difficult. I really just want to throw down some color, which is why I usually do black in the background because if you put a black background or a white background, it forces you to look directly at the person because there's nothing else in the background. I could just leave it white too. There's also that ability. Oh yeah, oof, this is real. I got graphite all over this over here because my hands have been here all day. Look at that. See the difference between you can't see it too much, but there's a big difference. Woo, that's bad. I don't know. I might just leave it white. But when Hubby comes home, it'll be 1,000. That'd be dope. That'd be cool if the Hubster was Senor Hubbo was our 1,000th. That'd be cool. All right, I'm gonna darken up this spot. This is a little too. This is now that's too light. This is now too light. I've got to darken it because again, this spot because again the light's coming more or less straight on, which is why here. So this spot, the ridge has a highlight, but this part down here is in shadow. Eggshell, not white. Good call. Good call, Saul. Oh! MeepleCon Vegas is following us. Oh, Julio was 1,000. Julio got us to 1,000, Mikey. Yeah. Woo! Yeah! We got to 1,000. It's cool that we actually know who the 1,000 was. Oh, that's awesome.
Next stop, 2,000.
Next stop, 2,000.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
Oh, that's so cool that we know the 1,000 too. That's excellent.
That's cool. Well, the call to arms worked.
I think more Taco Bell's in order, Nick.
More Taco. I know, dude.
How many double deckers did you leave for me?
Dude, I couldn't help it, dude. I was just like, I just need some bell, dude.
Yeah, you gotta hit the bell.
Gotta hit that bell,
you
man.
don't need an amount of going off to ring the bell, bro.
Yeah, man. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go home and draw for like many hours. I just need some bell. Okay, now this is bothering me. Well,
Crystal just hacking into stuff for us. I love it.
as far as me to get you 1,000 at once, you have a buffer. Thank you. I love it. And then Hubster is gonna be 1,002. That's killer. Where's my Grace?
G-damn right. Huh?
My grace. Put down here, buddy.
Every artist comes with a great artist assistant. Behind every Da Vinci was some dude named
Mark.
a Pizza who just handed him paints.
Mostly handed in paints.
So cool, man.
That's freaking awesome.
Now we have to actually figure out how to randomly. I think what we do is we get a random number generator,
Yeah.
and then we, do the laborious thing of counting, 332, something like that.
Yeah, that's probably how we're going to do it. That's probably how we're going to have to do it.
Try to run a fun event. Are we talking about MeepleCon or what's this fun event? What's going on?
A heavy cardboard is following us. Okay, that's a big YouTube channel.
Oh, what?
Motherfucker, they got banned on Reddit.
What?
They got banned on Reddit. They were doing some shady shit. We'll talk about it later.
Scandal in the board game world.
That's better. That's starting to... She's got a shadow on her face now.
Gotta have a shadow on the face or else...
Or else it makes no sense.
Because that's how life works, bitch.
Man. So you guys good tonight?
Yeah, bit of an up and down crowd, but we ended on a high note, as we always
That
do.
show always does, man. That show
Ends on a
always
very
does.
fun song, and how could you not like it?
I agree.
Bunch
How
of
could
white
you?
folks rapping. Come on now.
You're not all white.
Mostly white. Mostly white.
You're like, yeah, you're mostly white.
It's so true, man. The paisans, we were like on one table, like not a hallway, but like walkway table, and they're sitting on that end. And I remember like seeing y'all play games. I think you were playing something with Z or something. I noticed.
Quadropolis.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, that's cool, but like, no idea that we would someday hang out and stuff. Isn't that cool? Isn't the world weird that way?
The world is freaking weird that way, dude.
Freaking bonkersville.
Bonkersville.
I want to go back to Meepleville, man.
All right, we'll probably stop by.
So Julio, what show? I was in a sketch show, which is why this bing bong here is drawn instead of playing games like a freaking man.
I know.
I was in a
Games
sketch
like it.
show called Absolutely Not. Get it? And it's all about technology. Half of it's kind of just commenting on the things that we, do with technology, and the other half goes kind of Black Mirror. Like there's apps and things that exist within the show that are slightly set in a weird future at that. So
It's a very weird future.
yeah, so it's really fun, and
yeah, it's a
we did
great show.
did our final performance, at least final one that we know of.
Yeah, that's not gonna be your final performance.
I hope we get to do it again.
You
We're gonna film. So people are asking like, oh, can we see Mike act and stuff? If what I do is called acting,
He's really
we're
good.
gonna be filming parts of the show, like turning them into like short films and stuff. So when those come out, y'all will see them.
That is accurate. Now she got some shadow. Look at that shadow over there.
So Z's a Paisan's buddy. Now we're her buddies.
Now we can be friends with Z?
We're already friends with Z, bro.
Are we? Probably, yeah.
I mean, he's hating on History, so maybe not anymore, but
He didn't hate on history.
he's like, it's overpriced, overproduced. I'm like,
It is overpriced. That game was like $50. Think of how small the game really is.
Yeah.
Like how small you can do that game. Now keep in mind, I love overproduced games, so it doesn't bother me. But he does have a point.
It should be like $40. That's true. Interesting. Well, bravo. Yeah, thank you. The show went well. It was fun. A lot of fun. Bunch of silliness.
Okay. Woo! We're getting there.
So why, if I may ask, I'm sure you've answered this, why is this blank still?
I just hadn't done it yet. Because when I did her hair, for some reason, I did this first.
Yeah.
Well, I did up to here first, and then I decided to do this part of the hair, then this part of the hair, then this part of the hair, and not finish this for some reason. So I'm gonna finish it right now.
Cool.
But I don't know why. Don't know why I didn't finish it, but I didn't. I am excited for stuff. Boom. All right, so now we're gonna finish this little bit. I'm gonna put a bunch of black right there because that part's gonna be in shadow. Which I haven't finished yet. And then that's probably gonna be it.
Bang! That's how art happens, folks.
We'll see when we're done. I might leave it white.
Don't be afraid to, man. Don't be afraid just to leave it.
No, I usually don't like white back. I usually prefer black, but
Freaking freak out about it and just be like, dude, it's white.
it's white.
I don't care.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean, bro?
Done.
I can't do it like Cool Guy where you just go.
You gotta be hammered to do that.
Yeah, this seems just not smart.
Seems so unfun.
Seems like everyone loses. I'm gonna keep this stream entertaining.
I made a commitment on start. I was like, okay, I need to draw more than I was when I did this.
Oh, yeah.
So my phone's here, so I can like draw and look at the chat, kind of.
Smart.
And I've been better than I was. Keep in mind, this stream at this point, this is where I ended last. Was like 2.5 hours, and in this one I did all of this. So I did much better this time. I'm very
but like early when I was back, like there was just like you were just doing what you're doing here on that hair. Then I came back after the show, checked in, bam! All of a sudden there's detail. Oh snap!
Yep.
Very impressive.
Yay! What's everyone doing? Sorry.
Looks like her name would be Shadow Raven. I'm into that.
Ooh. Yeah, I know. We gotta. Crystal was like, we gotta name this character, and I was like, yeah, name it.
Yeah.
Name it, then sell it for money. What color next? 25. V25, Mike. Pale blackberry. You ass.
So how you probably answered this, but how is it organized? I mean, definitely by colors, generally.
So I start with the BVs.
Is it pretty easy for you to find stuff like quickly?
Yeah, because I know where everything. I know that it goes BVs, Vs. You can't see.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move it.
Point
It goes BVs, Vs, RVs, Rs, YRs, Ys, YGs, Gs, BGs, Bs, Es, Ns. So the thing is, if I know something, I need something that's... So I'll look here, right? So say I want BG15. I know it's not going to be up here. I know it's going to be in the BG. So I basically go in numerical order. So my first BG is BG02, then 9, then 10, 11, 13, 15, 18, 32. And like that. So I can easily find stuff.
Cool. I'll be that guy.
Oh, good job on organizing your art.
It's like, okay, why?
So mean.
You're so angry.
He was so mean.
Just watching you draw.
Okay. See, you were very silent for that. I was like,
Just watching you draw.
you don't have to sit on your knees, right?
This is how I sit. Here's the thing. I think, I don't know why. We climbed yesterday, right?
Yeah.
My back has been
Me
weird
too,
today.
right?
My back has been weird.
I was doing that weird Mansley problem, but like, I was surprised.
Don't
My
know
back is
why.
like tired today.
Yeah,
dude. Really
there was like
tired.
I was working at the museum and I was in the imagination workshop and we were doing squishy circuits with children.
Squishy circus?
Squishy circuits. You're using Play-Doh to basically connect wires to other wires and things because there's salt in Play-Doh and that is ionic, which is able to conduct electricity. Electricity can pass through it. So anyway, we're making squishy circuits.
Cool.
Oh,
squishy circuits.
Squishy circuits.
I was hearing squishy circus.
Welcome to the squishy circuits.
I was like, damn, that sounds so fun.
That does sound fun, actually. Everything's like a big bounce house type thing.
Dude, it's super
Squishy
fun.
circuits. We're learning about circuitry and how does energy work, folks? Because every time you turn on the light, stuff's happening, all right? And that's the idea. We're saying, hey, you bing bong kid, like, it's not just magic. And so I was sitting on these stools, and everything's fine. And then, like, this girl comes to give me my break. She's like, oh, you can take your break. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I, like, lean forward, like, stand up. And back's just like, it just, like, goes locks. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, and And I'm trying to find a position where it doesn't hurt. And then like I start to stand up, and I like lean on the table. I'm like, I don't know if I can go on break because I'm not sure if I can stand up right now. Like this is terrifying.
Oh,
And then
so
like,
weird.
yeah, it was weird. And finally, like I got stood up straight, and it was like one of those weird things. Like, hey, if you stand with good posture, your back doesn't hurt. Which is
Yeah.
finally a reminder to use good posture, right?
Truth.
And then so like it's fine. And then like right before the show, I'm like watching you guys stream and stuff and this and that. And then I go do the same kind of move to get up and I'm like, oh, and I'm just like, dude, I'm going on stage in like 2 minutes. I need to not have a thrown out back. So it's been a weird day with my back. Just a little bit worried about it.
Do that much crazy stuff.
I know. I don't know what's going
Maybe
on.
going over that ridge, you think?
Maybe my back's just fatigued, and then I've been doing a lot of sitting on stuff where there's no back, so you're just kind of holding yourself up.
Yeah.
I think I'm just it's tired.
Interesting. No, that didn't look good. Oh, we'll fix it. All right, Julio. I got you. Hold on. We're gonna move this one. So, coming around. There's my palm. Why, bastard. All right. So these are my markers. So
Quit panning Mike Murphy.
that's me. Sorry. There you are.
All right, I guess it's all about you. So go ahead. Go back.
All right. So these are my markers. Julio. So again, so they're by color groups. So again, goes BVs, which is blue violets, then violets, then RVs, which is red violets, then reds, then yellow oranges, then yellows, then yellow greens, then some greens, and the greens go over here. Then blue greens, then blues, then E's, which stands for earth tones, which is browns, and then I have a couple N's, which stands for neutral grays, which are just gray. You know, that's my marker set, and then I have, these ones. These are the until I had all those. This is all I ever had. This is these right here are called cool grays, so they're grays with a blue tinge to them, and these are warm grays, which are grays with a brown tint to them. And then this is a green nail because I got paint all over me at work today, as I almost always do. All right. Whew. Okay. Yeah. So that's my markers. I'm fond of them. Oof, that is just too dark. That is too dark right there. Oh well. We'll fix it with colored pencils. We'll better bring it back. It's the only problem. I've been drawing for a while. Usually, like every, 20 minutes, I'll get up and walk around. I haven't done that. I literally haven't gotten up like once. So I'm getting a little restless. That's the only thing is when I get close to the end of a drawing, I have a tendency to start like rushing stuff, which is not good. So I need to make sure I'm not doing that. Alrighty, let's do some colored pencil stuff. Ooh. And you got it. You got it, Mr. Julios. Okay. Bow, bow.
Bow, bow, bow. What's going on, Justin?
Huh? What is going on, Justin? Oh, it's looking a little better. That's looking a little better. You do, bro. Take a walk, say Neville. Nah, I'm far enough along now where I gotta keep going. But thank you. I weirdly, when I'm drawing, I go for like walks. Like I'll like go outside and go for do a whole thing. It's actually
Nick's a walker.
I do like to walk. I'm a big fan of walking. But
Good for you.
Good for you. You like walking.
Just heckling in the background, off camera. Look at Mr. Impressive Walkabout guy. Why don't you go to Walkabout, you walkabout?
Yeah, but so, no worries. We are good. This is still too dark. This is too dark.
Freaking impressive, man.
Thank you, brother. Okay, that's looking better. That's looking better. You know, it's moving too darn quick. Well, look at you, Walker, Texas Ranger. Yeah, Sakura lives right out by the Red Rocks, Mikey.
What?
You love the Red Rocks, right?
Dude, so sick.
Mikey loves them Red Rocks. I'm all about the Red Rock. Let's put some pink up here. Boom. Okay, okay. All right. That ain't bad. That ain't too bad. Get some there. Okay, we're almost done with this one, peoples. Woo! Okay. Oh. Boom. Mike! Before the song ends. There we go. Julio! Thank you for the subscription.
Julio.
This is our subscription. Oh! Good call. Good call. Thank you, Julio, for the subscription. Oh, no, it wasn't even. It was Sakura gifted it. Ooh, she's trying to get on slivers.
Trying to pay that age forward.
You get a gift for the Walker, Texas Ranger reference. Well, thank you, Sakura. We really appreciate it. And Julio.
Welcome to Team Bing Bong, you Bing Bong.
Welcome to Team Bing Bong, you Bing Bong. That was awesome. That was cool. It scared me.
Glad I got here for that.
This has been a very, people who mostly watch us already kind of thing. So we haven't had any, followers or anything like that. So it scared the hell out of me. All right. I think her hair is done.
That was awesome.
You get to a point where you just got to call it.
Looks like
It's come a long way. Oh. It's hard to draw from the stage vantage point. Also, back from my work to get a look at the wider view. I completely agree. Usually, every few seconds, I go like this, but I have our OBS open on our computer over here, and it actually is kind of giving me like a farther away look of it. So it's nice. I can actually kind of just go boom, look up at it, and see. Yeah, because you really need to look farther away. You can't just.
This is awesome, man. This is a really great piece.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wow. Well, it's all right, Julio, man. Move out. It's uptight sometimes.
I'm too excited. Yeah, sorry. Too pumped. I love it. Thank you, Sakura. Thank you.
Julio's just like, fuck! Rubot's like, no!
Just, he's going Super Saiyan or something. All right, let's fill in that, or erase it because it's full of my wrist graphite.
Man, everyone here is so damn nice.
Isn't it crazy?
Gift and subscribe. I mean, that's really cool. Like, I don't know, like, if that's necessarily super common practice out there, but, like, that's really inspiring to see. Like, it's never about big things. Like, little acts of kindness like that, it's like, man, that gives me hope for the world. It really does. You know what I mean, if you can just do little stuff like that and be cool. Be excellent to each other, as we say in our rules. Quoting the late and great Bill and Ted.
It's true.
Because they die in the second one, Nick. That's why.
They do. I haven't seen the second one in a long time.
Here's the thing. We own both of them. And, like, as a kid, I remember, like, we would rent, well, quote-unquote rent Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Hello!
Steve! What's up, brother?
We would rent Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey in Truckee, California.
It's true.
Specifically, we'd go up to a Best Western. Our uncle would take us. He would take Nick and I, for the most part, in the early days, Nick, myself, and our mom. And we go, like, do a weekend in the snow and go sledding and stuff up in Truckee. Very nice. The Tahoe area. It's the North Shore of Tahoe.
Yep.
And so they had a small... We were always in, like, the suite. They had, like, kind of one room that was, like, you know, had two, basically, rooms together and stuff. Not, like, it wasn't super fancy, but it was, you know, their version of a rustic suite. And I had, like, a VCR player, and they had just a handful of VHSs downstairs that you could rent or borrow if you were in the suite. And we'd always do Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I remember doing that a bunch of times.
Yep.
And I don't think I've watched it since then, to be honest. And we bought it, and I think it's still in the shrink because, like, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I think, is just a much better film.
Oh, yeah, as a whole.
But, yeah, man, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, dude.
Classic, dude.
Oh, the most classicest.
Wait for the end of the trilogy.
Someday.
It's okay. That is black. They put the black down, but now I gotta blend this because it's too stark. It's just too damn stark.
So what do you do?
So I'm gonna take a little 7, cool gray 7. Now I'm using my cool grays because again they have a bluish tint, so it'll go well with the blue greens. But in my warm grays, it would look a little off, and now I can kind of blend it.
Oh, like the shadows, not just a flat line. It's kind of creeping over the skin a bit.
Yeah, there are some shadows that form like a line, but it's more rare.
Sick with it.
Blend that out, and now she blend.
That's awesome. Such a little thing makes such a big difference.
You know, crazy.
Wow.
You on Twitch, Bob Ross on Netflix. Meanwhile, I can barely do stick figures. Hey, man.
Same here, bud.
Guaranteeing I can't do a lot of the stuff that you can do. Flat out.
But crush butted art is one of them that you can do.
This is what I do.
How much is it going for, Nick?
I don't know. If anybody wants it, I'll figure it out then.
I want it, bro.
Mike wants it.
Can't believe we got to 1,000
Isn't that wild?
Followers.
Isn't that friggin' wild?
It's cool, man. You know, it's like such a spiritual milestone. You know,
It is. Again, like we said in the thing, it's a very round number. You know.
Very freaking cool.
Are her eyes a color or just shaded? Her eyes are brown, so they look, and they're a relatively dark brown. I kept them dark, so yes, but very mildly. I thought about making them something like really blue, or maybe even like a red or something that was going to really stand out. Kind of like her lips really stand out, because it's like the only warm color thing in the entire thing is her lips, which I actually really like. But I decided not to. Her eye is also already really big, and it's her only eye that's showing, so it already stands out pretty heavily. And the fact that it's like, again, it's like white stands out around in that sea of like blue. So I decided just to keep it like that. I thought if I made it blue, it'd blend too much into her skin, and her eye wouldn't be quite as noticeable than if I just made a really dark pupil. Oh, freaking right. That is...
Talking about that emo kid Garrett.
What?
He was a dark pupil in school. Right?
Right? You're such an idiot. Oh, I love it.
Because pupil can be part of the eyeball, but it can also be a student. I don't know if you know how English works.
I don't know how that worked, Mike.
But it's always
But
weird.
thank
like
you for
that.
explaining it to me like I was a child, you know?
You are a damn child.
You are a damn child. I don't care what mother says.
Smoke on the water.
Wide in the water. All right. All right then. I don't know why I tried to do it.
All right, everybody. What's she looking for then?
My big eraser. I need my big eraser.
You got a pig eraser?
Big one.
You got a pig one?
Oh, I didn't know where it went. Hold on, I'll be right back. It's gonna take too damn long with the small one.
Here, Nick. Here's it. I'm just gonna draw whatever I want.
Don't worry, dude. Scribble, man. I don't even care.
All right. Now for the real star of the Brothers Murph. Let's go with random color RV29. All right. Here's the thing. I touched it for 1 second and the whole thing exploded, bro.
Tight.
I'm so sorry. What happened? I tried pulling one marker out and the whole thing fell. Okay, I gotta show you.
Yeah.
It's okay. This was not on purpose, but I accidentally just did this right now. In my whole joking around, I messed up his whole operation.
Tight.
Here's the thing. You told me to scribble whatever.
You're right. You're right.
Scribbled your
I-
life.
Sure did.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, dude.
It's you know.
So that's a wrap.
Guess he's got to reorganize all that. Nick Murphy does.
Oh, I feel so terrible, man.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Sorry.
This is why I'm the actor, folks. And this is why when you're an actor, you have people that control the props. And they say, here's the prop table. Take your shit off it when you need it for your scene and put it right back in its taped off spot. You dumb bastard.
All right, watch it. Just keep working.
I'm just going to slink away forever now. So this was fun, guys. It's fun being part of Brothers Murph while it lasted. And now I ruined it. My bad, dude. I'm so sorry. I don't...
Here? Son of a bitch. You want to pick him up, though?
I will pick him up.
Thank you. Just because I kind of want to keep working.
I'll pick him up off camera where I freaking belong. Here's the thing. If I find pinks and stuff, I'll try to lump them together.
And yes, I was singing Wade in the Water, Crystal.
Are we getting on the gospel today?
Yeah, I was getting on the gospel today. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work anymore.
Dude, I feel so terrible. Here's the thing. I literally pulled one marker this hard, bro. I'm telling you. This hard. That's it. I don't know how you haven't spilled it yet.
I'm very careful.
I didn't know you needed to be careful. You make it look so damn easy. You know, I think it's your fault, Mick.
It might be. It might be. Sorry.
Not bad, bro.
That was the best.
Just ruined it.
I wish I gotta rewatch the stream afterwards because I was gone. Oh, it's so funny.
I was like laughing.
I love these erasers.
I was also like, oh shit.
You're good. As long as one didn't open, it's go like yeah across like the middle of the thing. I love it.
Alright, you back. Alright, cool. This was terrifying.
Oh, this was fun.
It's horrifying. This is the worst. I'm the worst.
Ah, you're fine. All right, people. It is decision time. The decision is yours. I am either going to make the background black or leave it white.
White! White.
Mike votes white. I don't know. So, I'm going to leave it up to you. White. Okay. Ooh, Crystal says black. I would do a poll, but I don't really know how to do those damn polls, and they confuse me, so I'm not going to do a poll. Whoa, we got a lot of, who's flip sticks. I'm going to call you flip sticks. Flip sticks! Have you shown up in the chat? I don't think you've shown up in the chat before. If you have, sorry, I forgot. If you haven't, welcome. I'm glad you popped in. I wouldn't want black to take away from her hair. I don't think and this is not me trying to sway anybody. Trust me. I really don't know, and I don't have much of an opinion on it right now. I don't think the black would take away from her hair. Let me see if I can... Where's your onion food favorite? Hold on. Oh god, I don't know. We're gonna test it, but I don't know where my damn markers are. Let me just grab a big handful of this ish. Okay. That's close enough. Okay. Just gonna go like Zabba dabba boo, zippa dibba doo doo doo. Look at her pretty hair. She got the prettiest hair in the world. Right. This is her hair. Oh, this is gonna suck to put back together. Oh, Mikey. Oh, if I didn't love him so much, I'd kill him. And then this will be the black, like, next to it. You know, like something like that. You know, it'd be... I don't really know how to adequately show it. But I don't think it'd take it away. I don't know. The wisps would look lost, yeah, but then I would redo them. Any ones. That's why, like, you see here, I didn't put any, like, zip, those kind of things out because I was expecting to do some kind of background. So I would redo the little wispies if that became the case. So this is kind of a representation of what it might look like with black. I don't know. Straw poll website, easy peasy. Yeah, I gotta figure all that. We had a way to do polls, and then we did it like once, and just it worked, but we didn't like the way it looked. We didn't like the way it. I don't know. It wasn't what we wanted. I guess we'll just put it that way. So we haven't done one since, but we're gonna get it set back up. Flip side 6. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. Sorry, for some reason that was hard to read. Okay, yeah, black. Okay, it's looking. Having watched your giveaway announcement on YouTube and thought I would catch your Twitch feed. Awesome artwork. Thank you, Flip Side Sticks. I appreciate it. Okay. I don't know what's one. Do whatever color background is calling you. I don't know what's calling me. That's the issue. My go-to is always black. I don't know. That's the issue. Okay. It looks like most people are saying black. There's a couple people saying white, but it looks like this consensus is black. All right, I'm going to do black. Black is my go-to, but I try to not just default to that. So that's why I was trying to judge it. Also, I mean, I really like the way this turned out, but this was mostly like a test piece anyway. So it's like if this got like, I'm so sorry, you still can't see me. If this got like, can you hear that? Oh, can you hear the mayhem? So if this one got like really messed up, I wouldn't be like, because again, I wasn't really expecting this to be much anyway. All right, so we're gonna start the black here. Now, once I start here, it's not like I can like turn it back into white. So, but yeah, we're gonna start here. Salt. Oh lordy! Oh, we're doing. Oh, that started right there. I can hardly do one. So luckily though, I had this thing. Look how big it is. Look how big it is. Oh yeah, I'm sure he is like he feels horrible, which is just making me giggle. So. Sorry. So it's kind of a rough idea what it's gonna look like. Oh shit! I just drew on my table. Oops. Yeah, we're about to have a game mat in a couple days. These markers ever... Sorry if I asked earlier if the special paper. You actually have not asked that. That I remember at least. And, sorry, Saul asked a question. These markers ever make the page feel wet? I don't know quite what that means. Make it feel wet? Like in the way that watercolors do? So I'll answer Sakura first. Yes, it's not the good thing about markers is they're expensive, but once you have them, the rest of your artistic expenses are pretty low. You are because paper, even really really nice paper, is still pretty cheap. Especially compared to like canvases and such. And so yes, I use paper from a brand called Crescent. which is a well-known art brand. And so I use them. It's almost like a, I was gonna say like a cardstock type. It's really, really thick. Because the problem with markers, you can't use them with normal paper because they bleed like crazy. They will just plow through the paper and just straight up color whatever's underneath. So you can't really use normal paper. Also, again, the entire purpose of markers is that they blend together. That's how I'm able to get these gradients. Like these like really smooth gradients. The entire purpose of markers is that they grade, is that they can make gradients and they can blend. So you need paper that it does that on. If you use like normal printer paper or normal or even normal even like really high quality sketchbook paper or something like that, if it's not made for markers, it'll bleed and it won't blend really much at all. And so I think it's called Crescent rather, a hot press illustration board, I think it's what it's called. The main paper the paper that this company makes, it's called blending card. It's made specifically for this and stuff, and it's really good. The issue with that is it only comes at 8.5 by 11. That's it. And like the smallest I ever do is 9 by 12. So like that's smaller than the normal that I usually do. So like I want to make bigger stuff. Like I want to be able to make big stuff. Like I don't want to be confined to that. Even though that's by far the best paper for it, it's too small. So yeah, this is what it's gonna look like. So hopefully you don't hate it, because we are stuck in this right now. And if Sakura, Julio, thank you so much for stopping by. It was really, really nice talking to you and getting to know you. I know it's like freaking 1 o'clock there. Go to bed, my man. But really, really nice meeting you. Really nice talking to you. So if yeah, and so you can't get paper mixes. I've tried a whole bunch of different ones. So if Sakura was right, Saul Roback. Sometimes with markers, if you layer too much, the paper loses some of its strength because it gets too damp. This doesn't, which is one of the reasons why I use this. Other ones, yes, it does, and this one does a teeny bit, but not much. If you put a ton of ink in there, a ton of layers, the paper holds up. It doesn't bleed, but it starts getting like, it looks like spotted. It like has like white spots on it and stuff, and it just like banned words. Oh, Pemlofasta, or however you pronounce your name. Sorry. Our Moobot is kind of sassy, so he must have said a bad word or something like that. We're gonna change it. It's a little too much, but yeah. So that is the paper I use, and that is why I use it. All right, let's do this side. That looks pretty good though. Yeah, it's gonna make her hair stand out pretty good, because the darkest parts of her hair are like here and here, but for the most part, her hair is pretty darn light, and which means it's gonna stand out fine. But I'm glad we are okay with this, because it would suck if we weren't. And again, I'm gonna, once I'm done with the covering it up with the black, I'm gonna go back and put some hairs going out over the black, so that it's not, again, because it makes no sense with all these strands of hair going everywhere, but like it's not going this way. That would make no sense. Those white spots are called pills, I think. If paper gets pilly, I didn't know that, but cool. That's what it is. It's getting a little bit pilly. It's getting pilly. But yeah, that's why I don't like a lot of those papers. Also, a lot of marker paper, like they're bleed proof, which is great because you don't want your paper bleeding a lot. But they tend to be really, really thin, like really thin, to the point where like if you accidentally like touch it like this, like do a little like that, it'll get a crease in it and you can't get it out. This one is like I can freaking throw this around. It's not going to get creased. It's not going to get bent or like freaking, you know, it's not going to pucker. A lot of times they pucker. I hate that word, by the way. Oh, I really don't like that word. And I don't like that. I've gone through a lot of different kinds of paper. I found a number that like, I'm like, okay, this is serviceable. Like I could use this if I need to, but this crescent illustration board is not the best, but I like it because it comes in a bunch of different sizes, even like really big, like 30 by 40, I think is their biggest size, which is pretty darn big. And then it's thick, it doesn't bleed, it blends pretty darn well. Not quite as good as something like blending card, but nothing does. And then it's not. Ooh, my marker's getting a little dry. And then on top of that, it's not very expensive. It's relatively cheap, which is nice too. But that's why I like being a pen artist. Now I'm a marker artist as well. But I like that because like freaking even the most expensive like ballpoint pens are still pretty damn cheap. I hope Pamela Fosta didn't get discouraged about chatting just because the Moobot came in all sassy like. What about leaving some of the edge white or have a black to white gradient? Well, I just went to the edge here with the black, so that idea is out. But actually, that would have been a cool idea, or it would have been cool. I think it would be even, but even cooler maybe to go black here and then gradient to light to here. But yeah, too late now. Sorry, I didn't read that part. Okay. Getting a nice even black is hard. Especially when my black is running out. Boom. We going. Matt first the white edge. So can I buy her? Message me afterwards, probably. I really don't want to have to refill. Also, the best part of these markers, you can refill them, which is just so damn nice. So the fact that this is going out is nowhere near the end of the world because I can just refill it. And I already do have a black refill. Yeah. This is why I usually go for a black as my default because like it almost always looks good. Even if you're like, it would have looked better white, it's not going to look bad black, which is nice. All right, let's finish up with the small one because that one has more ink in it. That. I'll go back over this to try and smooth it out a little bit. Okay. She look great in my Bohemian guest room. That's cool. Bohemian guest room. Play old video games and the colors are purple, blue, and green. Well, damn. Definitely worked out. I agree. She looks great. All right, let's get some colors going, and we're gonna get just whoops, oh shit. Now I'm dropping stuff. So now I'm just gonna kind of, get some.
Drop all your pens, bro.
Drop all your pens, you ass. So now we're gonna kind of get a lot of stuff kind of going out over this to get some strands out there. What was black? Black was the consensus. Sorry.
I'm into it. Looks good.
Everyone else voted against Mike because he dropped my markers.
Nick's the bell of ball. I dropped one freaking set of like hundreds of dollars of markers, and everyone freaks out.
Everyone loses it.
That's awesome, man.
That is a funny joke. So it's just a joke that Saul said that no one laughed at, so he brought it up again, which I'm fully in support of, by the way. If you have a really good joke and no one laughs at it, bring it back up.
Maybe they didn't hear it, you know?
You are a champion. Thanks, huh?
Is the preferred way to email us a question to us, or is that other stuff?
For me to email? What is your preferred? What? I'm confused by the question.
What is your preferred way to email? That's to us, the brothersmurph@gmail.com.
Yeah, just do that one.
Versus
My art email that I use.
Oh,
but
well, yeah. What's the purpose? I guess if it's for Nick's art stuff,
I think it's she wants to buy.
Well, then whatever.
Yeah, just Brothers Murph is fine. That is 100% good.
And that way I can set the price. Dang, Saul. Day didn't laugh either, but she passed on the couch. Bye bye eyebrows.
Bye bye eyebrows. Standing for that bar, man. That ain't no joke.
Some pretty badass pencils and just draw over marker like nothing.
Yeah, that's why I honestly like, because Gail gave me these, and I'm never going to use them, but like, you know what, someday if I ever move into color markers, these are going to become very useful. Because again, I don't like color pencil drawing. I don't like doing it. I'm not good at it. I don't enjoy it. But for this, it's really useful. All right, so yeah, so now we got this going over the black. It's looking good. We're almost there, people.
Y'all are the freaking best, by the way.
Seriously,
I mean, I know
you
we
guys have
say
hung
it,
out
but,
here for like 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours.
Like, that is
Get the F out.
really super cool.
It's so.
You know, I mean, it's also badass seeing a master at work. So, you know, like, there's that. But like, we couldn't ask for more.
No.
Out of everyone.
We will
And
ask for
especially-
more, but we shouldn't.
Especially open the wallets, folks. Especially on a night where you know you specifically here pushed us over the 1,000 follower mark.
Yes, that is exceptionally
It's
accurate.
like not lost on us. Like, of course it came from here because we have just like
The coolest.
amazing people that we've all got to build this community together with, and it's just it's not lost on us at all. It is super cool. We talk about it all the time, how just fun this all is, that, you know, people are starting to get to know each other in the chat, and it's just awesome doing what we do. It makes it so fun and worth it. So Chris, I've been here since the beginning. It's been a nice evening. I mean, boom, look what y'all got to witness. This happened in front of your eyes. You got to help shape and create it.
This is as much yours as is mine.
I got your back, Saul. The pricier the items on the shelf, the easier it is for me to knock that shelf over. It's a weird, fun fact about me. Saul says he has a large shelving unit with priceless Fabergé eggs. I'm going to put a price on them, I'll tell you that. Because when they all go to cracking, you're going to know exactly how much that Fabergé egg omelet costs.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby. All right, people. Calling it. That's it. That's what we're doing.
That's what we did.
Now, hold on.
Oh, now you're gonna wreck it.
No, I'm not gonna wreck.
You're gonna wreck
It
it.
needs to be a little dark.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, 3 hours later, there we go.
It's almost what, Saul?
I know it's so late there.
Go to sleep. Where do you live, Saul?
In Montreal.
Oh, snap.
I know. Go to bed. No wonder she's passed out.
What you gonna call it then? I don't know. Nick doesn't typically name his art.
I don't like naming art because, in my opinion, it tells people what it is or what it means. So if I name my art like Infinite Sadness, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is a sad piece." But to me, I think you should decide what it means to you. So I don't like to tell people what to think of or feel when they look at my art. I'm missing a pencil. Here it is. All right. Wickedly Wando, are you going to sign it? Yes, I am going to sign it right now. Signing it is a big deal for me because I am a really, really bad overworker. I tend to work things until they die. Basically, I overwork them until they look like shit. So for me, signing it means once I sign it, I'm not allowed to touch it.
We get to watch it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because it's done. So once I sign it, I can't touch it. Because if I don't have a rule like that, I'll keep going. Oh, I'm gonna change it, and I'll work it to death. So yeah. So I'm gonna sign it, and this is gonna be it.
He's even overworking the signature. You believe that?
I need it to be white. First piece of 2018.
Oh, yeah. Congrats, man.
Boom. That's it.
Dated, signed, done. Can I make one suggestion? One fix?
One real fix.
That's an original Nick Murphy print right there. If you haven't and
Woo!
have Instagram, go over to art.nickmurphy and follow him so you can see this crap every damn day.
That's it. Ooh, that was a long... Actually, 3.5 hours for what I did is not bad,
That's
honestly.
pretty standard
That's
time
not
for
bad,
you.
yeah. Ooh, I'm seeing stuff I want to fix, but I can't now. That's her. That's old girl.
That's so cool, man. I'm really excited for all these colors, dude. I think like
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
you're embarking. Have you shown the Dwarf King thing yet?
Hmm?
Your Dwarf King thing?
No, it's over there. I kind of gave up on that one.
I think honestly,
I wasn't
he might
liking
like
where it was
this.
going. What, like?
I think this is badass.
This is.
Boom.
That was me, like, really just
delving
scribbling.
in. Here's
Yeah.
the, if you don't finish this, I think this is sick. Sign this and leave it as a work in progress. I think it would be, and I'm not messing with you. I think it's dope. Like this right here is so freaking cool to me. Like look at those eyes. That's sick,
Yeah.
man.
This
But
was
I almost
like-
like the fact there's little like bits where it's dripped and then there's just sketch work. I'm serious. Where like this would be sick to leave exactly like it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I'm down. I probably won't do anything to it.
Yeah, just sign it. and
That
just
was literally
leave it.
one I was like, I'd never done it before. I actually I didn't have these boxes to put my markers in yet, so I couldn't really organize them effectively. So I just grabbed all my E's, which are my earth tones, my browns, and I was literally just grabbing it random and scribbling. Because the way I scribble my pens, I can't do that with markers because they blend. It won't work. So that was kind of like the equivalent of that, but with this, and I think that has value to it for sure. But yeah, I did a 2-second sketch and then just kind of started going for it. So, but yeah. All right, yeah, this is Shadow Raven. As I like Shadow Raven, we're gonna go with that. Oof.
Secure is emailing you tonight or tomorrow.
Cool. All right, well, that's it. All right, I'm tired. I can't imagine how tired you
So
guys
here's
are.
the thing, Nick.
Like 3.5 hours.
Is a quick little game.
It's a great game. I was talking. Yeah, the brothers Murph at Gmail. No you and brothers, but yes, the brothers Murph at gmail.com. Oh man, I'm tired. Wow, this turned out cool. I like these markers.
These are super cool, man. This is like, yeah, whole new frontier, bro. You got some fun tools, man.
Yeah.
Between your pens, your markers, your colored
I
markers.
like these with this. This is nice.
Yes, man. They look so cool, and the detail it adds to the
Yeah.
hair and stuff is
Because that's the problem with pens. You can get individual
strands.
strands, but you can't with markers. They're too thick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too bad, but yeah, you did. I love it. Shadow Raven. That's totally where it's at. I love it. But it's nice because then with these I can get those kind of individual strands, especially because her hair's so messy.
Yeah.
That like it works out. All right. Well, I don't even know who's watching still, but people who are watching or have been watching, I mean, people,
You know, incredible.
you guys and girls and women and men are just the damn. Still 11 people watching. Holy crap! Why are you all watching this? That was cool.
Because they freaking like ya.
I guess that was cool. Yeah, he was gone, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna stream anyway.
I was hoping you'd
I was like, I'm gonna
guys.
draw it. I'm gonna draw, so I might as well. All right, that is Shadow Raven, and
That's so cool, man.
that is gonna be it.
I'm thinking this needs to become more of a frequent thing.
It probably will if I'm drawing alone at home because you're like working. Like I'll be drawing on Saturday probably for at least some of the day. I'll probably stream at least half the
Because
time.
why the frick not?
Why the frick not? You're right. You're right.
Tell all your friends you like art. Tell them a great way to support art is to support it. You know what I'm saying?
That's accurate. Yeah. Been looking at her for so long that I completely forgot she was blue. Just seemed normal. Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy?
Just a Beetlejuice character.
I really love you got to chat a lot. Yeah, it was cool. I managed the chatting and drawing better this time around.
Yeah, I think I was smart with the phone.
Woo! Okay. I'm going to go. I love you all. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Mike's here too.
Sorry, I broke it for a while.
It's okay. More please,
Got him.
Please don't break my markers.
Got him.
Please, they're so expensive. I'll do this one.
Well, that's just crazy looking. Here's the thing. This kid's so talented. Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends. He deserves to just make millions of dollars with his art.
It's okay.
From somebody, some rich a-hole.
Some rich a-holes.
Paisans, I know you know big wigs in Vegas.
Paisans got to hang out for a while. Paisans the one person that's like, it's only 10:30. Everyone else is like,
I know,
oh,
isn't that nice? God, why are more people living on the West Coast?
it's amazing.
It's the best.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get going. Have a wonderful evening, night, frankly, because it's just
have
straight
a
up
wonderful
night.
sleep. Let's say have a wonderful
Have a good
sleep.
Friday. It's basically Friday for some of you
Happy
anyway.
Friday.
So, have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me.
And me.